We are so happy to be back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Unobstructed Views presented by Blue Moon. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Alana Rizzo, that is Jared Carabas on the Jordan's Furniture Couch. Appreciate you being here as always, my friend. And in Mississippi from the SIP, Jonathan Papelbon is zooming in. There he is. Pap, good to see you. Big series, Pap. We'll start with you. The big bad Dodgers are in town to take on the big bad Red Sox. This is a series that sometimes gets circled on the calendar. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I think, Alana. Playtime's over. The schedule is getting tough. Just like I tell my kids, summertime's over. It's time to get back to school. We got to get down to the grind here and find a way to win close games and beat tough teams.
And it starts today, Jared, with Brian Bayo on the hill.
Yeah, I feel like Brian Bayo is like the unobstructed views king.
He's always on when we do the show.
Super unavoidable. For the last 2 years, it's like pretty much all Brian Bayo starts, but it's good because that's a good thing because Brian Bayo is one of the best starters that the Red Sox have right now.
Yeah, he definitely has been great his last 4 times out. Pap, they do it without Marcelo Meyer, went to the IL with a wrist issue. How does that play out?
Well, you know, it's going to open up some doors for other people, and you're going to start seeing Cedon play a whole lot more second base, I think, which I'm not too happy about. I don't know how Jared feels about that, but, you know, the wins above replacement center field are above anyone else in the big league, so it's hard to see him playing second base for me.
I agree. It is strange to see him, a Gold Glove caliber outfielder, come into the infield. A guy that knows a little bit about that, Jared. We'll get to it momentarily. Mookie Betts coming from the outfield to the infield. Dodgers shortstop not in the lineup today. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And by the way, Kevin Millar, 0-4 champ. Perhaps you've heard of him. He will be joining us around 7:30. We're happy that you're here. Unobstructed Views rolls on right after this. Everybody knows that guy, Shohei Ohtani, is going to be on the Dodgers lineup today. Of course, not pitching into this series, Jonathan Papelbon, but this guy, what's that?
He's a coward.
He's a coward. He doesn't want to face the Red Sox lineup. I think he's actually pitching on Wednesday in Cincinnati, perhaps. Pap, this guy is a must-watch TV, Shohei.
Yeah, for me, it's an amazing thing to watch, just simply because I know the dedication and the work that you have to put in just to be a good pitcher, not only to be a good hitter. What really surprises me, though, is his hitting. Just been launching balls here as of late. So to me, in this series, definitely going to have to circle him. Might even have to circle Freddie Freeman as well there. So I don't know. For me, as a fan, I love watching it, but I hope he goes 0 for tonight.
Yeah, of course. You guys, we hope he goes 0 for right for the series. Pat, Jared, bold prediction for tonight's game.
Is his 5-game home run streak still active?
It is.
So, all right, we got 6. Yeah. Put me in for 6.
You think he's going 6 straight? Yeah. Obviously, the record is 8 straight games with a home run. Pap, what is your bold prediction?
My bold prediction is Bayo's going to pitch into the 8th inning tonight against a star-studded lineup. I think he's going to have to use his sinker with his sweeper really well tonight, but key for him is going to be when he gets 2 strikes on a hitter, being able to see if he can actually put these Dodger hitters away, who are all very good hitters.
All right, my bold prediction is that we're actually going to get this game in without any rain delays. That's a bold prediction, everybody. Ha ha! You heard it here first. Jared hates me right now. That's okay. Take a number, buddy. Take a number. Much more to come on Unobstructed Views when we roll on. First pitch is next. Emmett Sheehan going up against Brayan Bello. We'll be right back. All right, we're just about 2.5 minutes away from first pitch. Brayan Bello taking the mound for the Red Sox, going up against a Dodgers lineup that has kind of come into this game, guys, scuffling, as have the Red Sox. Obviously, the Red Sox, Pap, didn't want the All-Star break. They came out of the break. They lost a couple to the Cubs. They lost a couple to the Phillies, and then they were able to get a good final win against coming into the series is what I'm trying to say. What do they need to do to be effective tonight going up against a local kid in Emmett Sheehan?
Well, first of all, they're going to have to play errorless ball. Anytime you play against a team where you give them extra outs, you're going to lose ball games, especially when you play against a team like the Dodgers. When you give them extra outs, they really make you pay extra. So, to me, they're going to have to go out there and play great defense, especially with Bello pitching in his sinker tonight. I expect to see a lot of ground balls and need to make sure they execute all of these ground, especially when double plays occur. When there's a ground ball double play, I don't care what shift is on, you have to roll that double play.
How much does losing Meyer hurt them?
Defensively, it hurts a lot, which, if I was going to say, what's the key to this game, don't let them feel good. Like they're not playing good ball right now. You had Clayton Kershaw in the clubhouse the other day ending his media session because, my interpretation of that, when he said, I don't want to say something that I regret, I think he didn't want to call out his teammates in front of the media. Mm-hmm. When you look around that Dodger clubhouse, there's a lot of guys that have hardware. There's a lot of guys that have championship rings. There's a lot of guys that have guaranteed big money contracts. And that can breed complacency. You're in the playoffs every single year. Everyone is talking about you as the best team on planet Earth, and that can make you feel like you can take the foot off the gas a little bit. And Kershaw has been here in LA through a bunch of different regimes. He knows what it takes to get to the playoffs. And if he looks around the room and he sees that some guys are coasting, then yeah, I feel like if they're going to coast, let them coast. Don't wake up a sleeping giant here in this series.
Yeah, and speaking of guys that have a lot of hardware, Pap, Walker Buehler received his World Series ring today. I would imagine that's a little bit bittersweet for him. We're watching Shohei Ohtani right now. What do you think that was like in terms of a player going up against his former club? We will see Walker, I think, pitch in this series, will we not?
What's
he
got?
Not pitching? Because tomorrow's
yes.
Kirsch. Yeah, I think he's pitching on Sunday.
Finale, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what do you
he's
think
pitching
that's
the
like
finale.
as a player going up against your former club?
Well, it's different. It really is different. Here we go. We're looking at it right here. But, I think if they would have been at Dodger Stadium, they probably would have done, a bigger little ceremony for him. But it being at Fenway Park, it's a little bit more respectful. The team comes out and just gives it to him in this kind of type fashion. But really cool. But to pitch against like your former teammates that ones you've especially like won championships with, and you've watched thousands of their at bats. It's like when I was pitching against Pedroia and Ortiz and some of these guys. You tend to make things up because you know that you're going to pitch a certain way. They've watched you for so long, so you pitch them a little bit different, actually.
Jared, do you think that he's going to be like I'm going to pitch like you probably should have given me the qualifying offer?
I don't know. He's obviously a super competitor, but I feels like this year has humbled him a little bit. And he's just going to go out there and do his thing. I think he's way more focused on the biomechanics that he was digging into over the All-Star break, and he's finally gaining some ground there and turning a corner. I'm sure it's going to be weird, like Pap's talking about. It's going to be weird to face your former teammates, but I think he's more focused on, like, how do I help this team that I'm on currently win some baseball games?
I agree with that. I do think his last 3 outings have looked better. I don't think the Red Sox fans have yet to see what Walker Buehler can bring to the table. All right, Jonathan Papelbon, how do you pitch to Shohei Ohtani? How do you get this dude out?
Well, you definitely have to keep the ball down. He has an extreme ability to be able to lift balls out of the ballpark, so you have to keep the ball down. And anytime, if I'm pitching against him, if I'm going up to him in the zone, I'm going up usually probably out of the strike zone. And if I'm going into him, I'm probably going in off of the plate. But we'll see how Bayo starts him off here.
Way
Ball
up.
one.
Pap said down, he goes up.
Shohei, I mean, if you go up on Shohei, you've got to get it up because he can take a ball that's 2-3 inches above the zone and just with his hand, like his swing, he can just like tomahawk it up by his eyes and still get it out of the ballpark. He's a freak.
Pap, is he's a tall guy. I mean, you're a tall guy as well, but Shohei Ohtani, I mean, explain to me like his presence in the box. Is somebody like with that physique, is that intimidating to a pitcher?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't use the word intimidating, but it definitely catches your eye.
Okay.
Guys like him, that's a great pitch right there. Great changeup. That's another pitch that has to be on for him tonight is his changeup. But, yeah, there's a presence. There's a presence that you see your Barry Bonds, your Manny Ramirez, your David Ortiz. They step into the box, and you know that they can usually command most of that zone with their bat. So I wouldn't say intimidating. You just make sure that you're on your game because you know that who you're going up against is a great.
Already. Multiple-time MVP. All right, Jared, when you're looking at Brian Bayo, again, his last 4 or 5 outings, he's been really good, a complete game already this year. What do you need to see from him early on to know that he's on?
Strike one. We obviously didn't see that with Shohei, but he pitches so much better when he gets ahead of guys early. He's better pitching ahead than he is from behind. I think from a composure standpoint, obviously we've highlighted him being on Unobstructed Views X amount of times. He's probably the most featured pitcher that we've had the chance to sit down and look at that.
There you go.
Little change piece to Shohei. Great start for him. But yeah, I mean, the most important pitch for him is strike one because he pitches with a different level of confidence when he's able to get strike one on a guy.
Pap, let's talk about the repertoire. We know that Brian Bayo obviously has the fastball, he has the change, he's working on the slider, he's working on the cutter. How important is it for him in his development in terms of having a third or fourth pitch that he can go to in any count to be an out pitch?
Well, it's huge for him because he's been searching for when he gets to 1-2, 0-2 counts early on this year on how to get guys out. But now he's been able to, get in the lab. I call it the pitching lab, and figure out this third pitch with Bales, the pitching coach. Got in on that's a can of corn.
There you go.
And so for me, the cutter is just, a show-me pitch. It's one of these pitches he's not going to throw very often. But to me, it's his two-seam. It all starts with his two-seam that he throws 96, 97 miles an hour. He's got to be able to command that in the zone and have strike zone efficiency with that. And then once he does that, it goes to his sweeper and his changeup. Obviously, it looks like tonight his changeup is pretty good and his two-seam is pretty good. So it looks like to me he's starting to go to the two-seam and the changeup a little bit more than the two-seam sweeper.
Doesn't it lend itself, Jared, when you are, I'm not saying that he is, but let's say you're a Dustin May, you're a two-pitch pitcher. Does that not lend itself better in the bullpen than it does as a starter?
Definitely. And even if, there's guys that are essentially two-pitch pitchers that even have three pitches,
Can of corn.
BRB!
BRB.
Quick 1, 2, 3 for Brian Bayo. We'll be right back.
Second at bat, the second swing of my at bat, I just felt like my wrist lock up.
Jared, you just said it. That was Marcelo Meyer, obviously talking about the wrist issue, and he, has a splint right now, and he's working his way through that. But you had said that they stink, these wrist issues. It's hard to come back from sometimes.
It's not fun. I think something like that, you're going to be in a splint for a little bit. Hopefully, it's a 4-week situation. But I mean, that thing's not coming off. You better get used to that thing being on because the best thing there's not if you're not having surgery, which hopefully I don't think that's going to be the case here, then it's just a matter of making that thing not move whatsoever, and then it'll heal hopefully 4-5 weeks. The best situation
because it's not like a hamate bone fracture or anything like that, correct?
Yeah, right. As long as there's no fracture, we're talking tendons here and some inflammation, then if you keep that thing in a splint, we're talking 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's probably going to start hitting off a tee in a couple of weeks, and just to see how he feels, just easy swings and and be able to tell a lot more. The thing with these injuries, man, every time I've seen these, is everybody's like different, right? Everybody heals from these different, and it depends on like, there's so many of those small, tiny bones in there. It actually depends on like the angle you got hit by the ball and how hard it was and everything. So all those play factors in it, but you just hate to see this for this kid right now, man.
Yeah. Defense is definitely taking a bump there. But before the break, we were talking about 2 to 3 pitch pitchers.
Yes.
And the guy that came to mind was Chris Sale, because as a starting pitcher, it's like, yeah, like he has 3 pitches, but he's a 2-pitch pitcher. He's fastball slider. He has the show me changeup. Like you at least have to have that 3rd pitch to make the hitter think that you have the 3rd pitch. But, if we're talking 3 pitches, he might use that changeup 7% of the time, 5% of the time, something like that. So there are ways where you could be a 2-pitch pitcher as a starter, but like you have like a fake 3rd pitch.
So did he develop something a lot better that he'd actually use much more than a show me changeup? Because he's had a lot of flipping success.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter.
2-pitch pitcher.
He has one of the best sliders ever. Like that. It's just, you have to have an elite pitch,
So one of the 2 has to be really elite.
Yes.
And both of his 2 are obviously elite. So that's the reason for his success. I mean, he's got 2 A+ pitches, and anytime you can go out there with 2 A+ pitches, you're going to be successful. I don't care who you are.
Right.
The changeup for him was just a show me pitch, but starters have to be able to go out there and command at least 2 pitches to get through a start. I don't care who you are.
So what do you do if one is off? You're in trouble.
Big time.
Yeah.
And he experienced that.
Start band-aiding up your titties.
Yeah, that happened with Sale here. It's like, oh man, like when he was starting to get hurt or just fatigued and he didn't have his fastball, he was out there throwing his slider like 70% of the time. So you have to be able to throw more than just a slider.
Well, then you're just sitting on it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it's coming.
Yeah. But he's been great.
And
All-star.
I'm going to comment on this Sheehan guy right here. I mean, okay pitcher, obviously wearing number 80 for a reason.
Wow.
Ball 4. There you go. All right, Duran, let's go. Let's get something.
He's a local kid, BC product.
Yeah, right. But what my point is though, you're missing their top dogs, right? And you've got them on a lull. And from here on out, every win matters. Every win dictates something from here on out, especially it's going to dictate a lot of the trade deadline as well.
Let's talk about that trade deadline for a hot second, Pat, because they just threw up the Dodgers defense right now. Right now, their outfield is James Outman, Andy Pages, and Teoscar Hernandez. Now, last season, I thought Teoscar Hernandez was the Dodgers MVP of the first half of the season. Not, Shohei Ohtani notwithstanding. Andy Pages has been pretty decent offensively. He doesn't run the greatest routes, and James Outman can't hit water. What's that saying?
Couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat.
If he fell out of a boat.
Yeah.
Love the kid. But his offense is not good either, so that you're struggling. Would you, if you were the Red Sox or Dodgers front office, would you trade for Jarren Duran if you were a Dodger and get the Dodgers starting pitching? Because the Dodgers need a good outfielder.
I'll take any starting pitching, whether it's Dylan Cease from the Padres or look, to me, pitching in the playoffs outweighs hitting. Pitching beats good hitting. Any good pitching beats good hitting any day of the week. Oh, look, we got a double rainbow over Fenway. How beautiful.
How beautiful.
How beautiful.
That's actually it's supposed to be really good luck, isn't it?
A double rainbow, yeah. That was that guy in Hawaii that went viral. He's like, a double rainbow.
So, but to my point, you need pitching to survive in postseason. Whether you limp into postseason or whether you make it in. In order to make it into postseason, once you get there, you have to have starting pitching. So I'm always on the lookout for starting pitching.
Yeah, so the Dodgers probably won't trade starters, right? Is that what you're thinking? And the Red Sox obviously need starters.
The Dodgers don't have, who are they trading? Dustin May?
Well, that's the question. Do you put him in the bullpen? Because I think his stuff plays more as a bullpen guy, 2-3 innings, as a 2-pitch pitcher. Blake Snell's on his way back. So do you put May in the bullpen, or do you package May with somebody else and get more relief guys?
I think May's a free agent at the end of the year.
He is a free agent at the end. I know he's not. I know he doesn't want to be. I know he wants to be a starter. So maybe he'll say, "Listen, please don't put me in the pen." But then that means that they ship him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not privy to these conversations.
I mean, the Dodgers need all the pitching they can get. They've had guys drop it. So I was talking about this the other day. If you are a starting pitcher that has made all of your starts this year, you've either made 20 or now 21 starts. The Dodgers only have 3 pitchers that have made at least 10 starts. And it's Kershaw's one of them. Tomorrow will be his 12th start of the year. So I believe they're on pace to break the record for most pitchers used in a season.
It was probably set by them last year.
Yeah, like they can't afford to be down an arm, even if you're getting a great outfielder back. But yeah, I know the Dodgers have been a great trade partner for the Red Sox in the past, and vice versa. Shout out Mookie Betts, but
yeah, I think that's been a little heavy-handed on those trades, but
the Manny trade, I think that worked out for the Red Sox in the end, and the offloading of Adrian Gonzalez and Carl Crawford, and
don't forget Nick Punto was a big part of that.
Yep. Josh Beckett.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Josh came to LA and threw a no-hitter.
He did.
After
I'm looking
thoracic
for productive at bat right here out of Roman Anthony. I need something productive. 3-1 count. Got to be productive in these counts. That's not you. That's a good take.
Where's this kid from?
He's from New Hampshire, I believe. Emmett Sheehan, and he went to BC.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Somebody fact check me, Mark. Pretty sure he's from New Hampshire and he went to BC.
Love that. Shout out New Hampshire. What a state.
I just went to Vermont this past weekend. That's a beautiful state.
There's nothing doing in
What do
Vermont.
you mean? Burlington's really pretty.
What do they have
I've been
there?
to Vermont.
They have a university. I've been to Vermont.
What did you do? What did you do in Vermont, Pat?
Yeah, Burlington's beautiful. I was just there.
Fish concert in Burlington, and been to Stowe, Vermont to go sing. That's a great take, by the way, from
Is
Roman.
it? That could have been strike 3.
That's why it's a great take. Man, dude.
Okay, I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong. He was born in New York, and he grew up in Connecticut. But he did go to BC.
It's one of those. Connecticut's the worst state. It's the worst.
Connecticut is the worst?
Yeah.
Wait, was it just rain? It was just pouring down rain in Fenway, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, it was an absolute deluge.
It was
Really?
bad. It was bad. I got there at like 3, and the signs were blowing down the street.
Yeah, it was. I got there at like 2:15, and it had just started pouring down, and I had to hide out in the dugout. It was brutal.
Man, now it looks like it's beautiful there.
Sure it does. Our guy, TS10.
Our guy. For those of you,
I will say.
Go ahead.
I will say this. There is some hunt dog in this team. You got a show dog and you got a hunt dog. Show dog, it prances around, it looks all pretty, And hunt dog, it gets after work. It wants
that's
to
your
work.
good bird dog? Your good bird dog, Pep?
You know what I mean?
No.
That's what kind of team they got. and I will give them credit for that, man. They do have some grinders, and there has been no quit in this team, and we've given them many reasons to quit, I feel like, You
can't have a bunch of bad boys, but you can't have a bunch of choir boys either. I remember one time when Jason Giambi was on the Rockies, obviously towards the end of his, I know, right? Towards the end of his career, before he went to the then Indians.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Before he retired. He said the Rockies were just a bunch of choir boys. They were just too good. You don't have a guy that's going to get up at the top step and drop a bunch of F-bombs, and you need a good mix, right, Pap? You need a bunch of like
I totally
creatures
agree.
and choir boys.
I mean, I totally agree. I think there's some times where, some guys got to drag other guys to chapel, and there's some guys where some guys got to drag each other to the bar. I mean, you got to have a good mix, and, especially when you have a high payroll, I believe. When you have a high payroll,
Pap,
you have to
what
have a good mix.
what was JD Drew, Pap?
JD Drew was a good guy. Yeah, he was a good cheap guy. Extremely cheap guy.
That's the matchup tomorrow, guys. You got Clayton Kershaw, future Hall of Famer, Garrett Crochet, All-Star this year. Should be a good one.
And future Hall of Famer.
You think so?
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. It's too early for me.
Yeah, it's too early.
Yeah, it's way too early for me too, Alana. With all due respect to all the other Hall of Famers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Jared.
No, he's a future Hall of Famer.
Already put him in Cooperstown.
Come find me in 20 years. We'll talk.
I probably won't.
We'll still be right here, probably. Yeah, still be doing this.
If this thing goes 20 years, I'll be insane by then.
Oh my God.
By then?
Yeah. If our show goes 20 years.
Oh, that'd be great.
My goodness.
Yeah, refer back to this clip in 20 years. You're like, hey, ChatGPT, remind me in 20 years of this clip. Look at Massa. Pants up to the nipples. Like he is a fashion icon.
I used to get hell because I wore my pants high.
Yeah,
For some reason.
You did. No one wears a Massa high though. It's a different.
No.
Yeah, it's a different tax bracket up there.
Yeah. I mean, here's another thing is you got to protect your home field, right? And when you smell blood in the water, you got to attack. These are the situations right here where you got this kid on the ropes. He's thrown almost 30-something. Don't swing at that.
Oh, he's mad at himself. He knew he shouldn't have swung there.
Oh, yeah. 28 pitches, right? You got this guy. He's thrown 28 pitches so far. Hasn't even gotten out of the inning yet. Keep making him work. Got to keep making this kid work.
Yeah, I could see how his eyes would light up on that pitch, though. It was just above the zone.
Yeah, it's a good pitch.
Good thing Massa's going to drive in a couple runs here, though.
The fashionista?
Yes.
Run producer?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
A little soft serve to the outfield.
Watch how majestic he is when he runs, too.
What kind of cleats are we rocking here tonight, Massa?
Is he a New Balance guy?
Yeah, he's a New Balance guy, but they look like they're turquoise-ish. I don't know too much about them. I know the Japanese are really, really high-fashion people, right?
Yes.
So I don't know about these cleats, though. I mean, what do we got working here?
They don't look great with the
green.
the City Connects, yeah, but any other day.
I guess when you run like Masasaka Yoshida, then you can wear whatever you want.
I love the elbow guard. I know Papa's anti-elbow guard. He got on me for wearing one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, he said he was going to hit me. Like what?
He did hit you, just not in the elbow.
He barely.
you right in the
I mean, as soon as I
barely
saw
missed
him
my
wearing the elbow guard, I was like, okay, Big Puss got an elbow guard on. Am I going to hit him in the elbow? No, I'm going to hit him in the ribs.
I showed up to that game and I was like, hit me wherever you want. Just don't hit me somewhere that I can't work out the next day.
Or the moneymaker, is that what you told him?
I don't care.
Not to hit him in the moneymaker?
Yeah, that would have been fine.
All right. Had him on the ropes and look at what happened. Nothing. We'll be right back. Nada. We welcome you back to Unobstructed Views presented by Blue Moon. Let's introduce the fourth member of our broadcast team, Casey Hedson, handling all things social media. What do you got, Case?
All right, we'll start with a positive note. We've got Bill W. Simpson, and we always have to give a shout out to this Fenway green. I absolutely love these uniforms.
I do too.
I think we're all on the same page,
I
right?
love these, yeah.
Tap, Jared?
Did we not just see this play?
Hell of a play.
Be nice to her.
Look at, no, I'm talking to you. Look,
Oh, we'll call it out
I just did.
further.
Look at that.
Does he keep his foot on the bag, though?
No,
Are they
he might not.
challenging?
I don't know.
This is
They're-
part of Jared's favorite first base platoon.
Yes, I love Toro. I think he stayed on. He's on there. He's on there.
Yep, he's on there.
Yeah, there we go. Now you're taking a look.
Yeah, he has been Team Toro. I'll give you that.
All right. Sorry. What was the question?
Go
No
ahead,
question.
Casey.
We just
No
love the
question, just a love for the uniforms.
Oh.
Here's the actual question. We know that there's a lot of conversation around the Dodgers being in town, what that could mean for the Red Sox right now. So Big Pete said must win or season's over.
Wow.
Is it actually do or die for this series this weekend?
No. Bregman's horse won today, though. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw that. That's a pretty big deal. These uniforms are what?
Is his horse's name Pistol Pete?
Like,
What
where
made
did the
you
horse
think
came
of,
to mind?
oh, because they're
Bregman
showing
just made an awesome play, and his horse won a race today. Have yourself a day.
I don't
Alex
think
Bregman.
Jason Worth's horse still has finished the Derby.
Oh yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But no, it's not a do or die series. So after the All-Star break, the Red Sox statistically had the hardest schedule coming out of the break. And even just taking those first two series off the top, now it's the 12th. It's like middle of the pack. It's 12th, the 12th hardest series. So once you get past the Dodgers, you have a lot of series against some very beatable teams. So let's say worst case scenario, you drop another 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers here. You're going to have plenty of opportunity to get back to where you were.
But you're going to be facing caliber of teams like the Cubs, the Phillies, and the Dodgers in the postseason.
Yeah,
if
You'd only
get
have to
there.
see one of them.
I don't care who you're facing. You're still facing big league ball clubs, number one. And number two, is this a must-win series? Hell yeah, it's a must-win series. Is every game from here on out is a must-win game. And Alex Cora is feeling that. It's a double in the gap. But look, Alex Cora is telling you how look how he managed the last game, right? Brought in Chapman, big situation.
Well, yeah, you can't get swept.
Yeah, right. So that's how big each win is from here on out. So I don't care if it's a series win or if it's a win that day. You've got to try to win each and every game each day. And if you happen to win a series, great. You can't get swept, though. If you get swept from here on out, start packing your bags.
Right, but to my point, though, you could lose this series and still be in a playoff spot. So it's not like to whoever tweeted in. No,
Pete.
it's Pistol Pete. If it's not the end of the
Say
world.
his name, Jared. Say his
Pistol
name.
Pete.
Thank you.
Not the end of the world if they don't win the series. It's completely contextual. It's what is the context of the rest of the league? Are you still in a playoff spot? They could get swept and still be in a playoff spot if the teams that you're chasing also get swept. There's a lot of different circumstances. Is it must win?
That ain't
No.
happening.
Would you like to have it? Yes.
That
yes.
ain't happening
I hope they win
between
every
the
game.
Yankees and the Blue Jays. That ain't happening.
Well, they're ahead of you. We're talking about the teams behind you trying to chase you.
All right, glass half full. Jared Carabas,
Yeah.
Casey, thank you. We will
I'm
check
proud of
back
you,
in
Jared.
with
I'm
you
proud of you.
momentarily.
Thank you.
Yeah, Pap, did you all of a sudden meet Positive Patty over here?
Yeah.
I'm proud of them.
You're just like a genuine proud dad moment. for
Yeah,
Pat.
man.
thought
Like
Lou
he's been
Merloni was
going.
your
It
dad.
sounds like he's been going to Red Sox therapy.
Yeah. Look at that. What a play. What a play.
Your boy Toro.
Yeah. He was, I saw him over there before the game today. He's working on first base drills, which is nice to
Okay.
see. Putting in the extra work.
So that gets me interested in all of this first base talk, right?
Yeah.
Tristan
Right.
Cassis was at the park today, Pap.
Yep.
Oh, good for him. How's he feeling?
He didn't have the boot on, which was, I think the last time we saw him, he had the boot on. So no boot. And then Rob Bradford tweeted a video when the storm moved through and it was just pissing rain, and he just stood out there in the pouring rain and just casually, like Eeyore, just do 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 do. He just walked down the stairs like it wasn't pouring rain out. He's an interesting cat, man. He just beats to a different drum.
Let me ask you this, Pap. Well, really more for Jared to start. Don't they have to win every single game because of the deadline? I mean, I feel like
No.
Why?
Because I think the second that you traded Rafael Devers, there had to be the secondary move. Like, you can't trade Devers and then not do something with that money that you freed up. You can't do it. So, like, sure, if they were 10 games out of the wild card, you're not going to buy at the deadline, but they're in a playoff spot. And by the time that, like, the deadline's next week, it's a week from yesterday. There's not like a.
But where are they sitting right now in the wild card race? Are they in third?
They're in it. Yeah.
Sure, but are they the third spot? Or are they the first spot?
Let's
in
pull
the
it up right
American
now.
League?
Let's pull it up right now. They are
And
the
does that-
second.
Oh, of course they are. Average.
No, they're the third. I lied.
Okay, so they're in the third spot. Wouldn't it behoove you?
A game and a half up on Tampa.
Wouldn't it behoove you then to be in the first spot in the wild card spot?
No.
I
I just want to get in. Like, you don't understand. Like, the 2021 playoffs, when we talked to the guys that were on the team, they were like, Fenway Park for the wild card game against the Yankees was louder than any game that over the entire 2018 World Series run. The 2021 playoffs were louder, and I was there. The Houston games where Schwarber hit the grand slam, you could feel the stadium like bouncing, and then all of a sudden, boom, 4 years of mediocrity. I'm not going to get picky about where or how or when. I just want to get back to that.
Pat,
That's all
but don't you think as a player, if you win every single game or do your best to win every single game, you're forcing the front office's hand? Like, look at us. We're doing everything we can to win these games. We now hold the first spot in the wild card. It pushes the scale down to where it forces the front office to have to go for it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is the front office, by trading Devers, kind of forced their hand, so to speak, like Jared is saying.
Why are you two ganging up on me? I thought we were friends. What was that?
I was a super fan.
Super fan.
But at the same time, the players have to force the issue as well, and they have to go out and play good ball. Now, I could totally see a situation where, they're kind of in it, they're kind of out of it now, and we're getting towards the deadline. And let's do a little buy and trade action. Let's buy and sell, and let's not make a big splash because we feel like we have to do something. So let's do something. That's what I'm afraid of happening.
Doesn't it signal to the players, though, that want to win, that if the front office does something, that the front office also wants to win?
There's no question about it. And you feel that within players will, and some players have spoken publicly about it. I think Logan Webb actually was almost giddy when they got Devers. Like, wow, this puts a new spark into the clubhouse. Mm-hmm. There's no question it does. But at the same time, the culture, how does it affect the culture? So to me, with Breslow, you can't be too picky. I feel like he's going to try to make the perfect and analyze the perfect trade when there is no such thing as a perfect trade. Somebody's going to lose in a trade most of the time.
All right.
BRB.
right, we welcome you back. Back to the game, back to Emmett Sheehan on the hill.
Get out of here.
It did, just too far foul. LA with a 1-0 lead. Of course, it's we always do a foundation interview on Fridays, do we not?
A what now?
A foundation interview?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, we do.
Yeah, run to home. Run to home base.
Yeah, run to home is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I won't even run like down the street. I can't run.
No?
No.
That's the only thing I can do.
No, I'm very
I would
non-athletic.
love to do the Boston Marathon, but fly out
But you don't want to train?
I don't know how long does it take to train. I mean, I could go out and run probably 10 miles tomorrow just if I if a dog was chasing me.
No, I think the training is you train longer than 26.2. I mean, oh yeah, you gotta. It's like obviously it's a buildup, but it's a crazy time to
you
run a
can't just
marathon.
go run and do it and just be like, man, I'm.
I mean, you can, but I don't know many people that can not train and then just go out and run 26.2 miles or
If
even
you told me to run
13.1.
1 mile, I don't think I could do it.
I think you could do it.
I don't think so. I remember like middle school, they used to make us do the mile, and I remember being like, by the second trip around the track, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
No, I can run. I can't do anything else. Casey,
Another pop up, man. See, this is what's frustrating to me. This is what's really frustrating about our lineup is that you have times where you look like they're passing the baton and they're putting that pass together and they're making the pitcher work just like they did in the first inning. Oh, look at TC.
look at
He's
him.
doing it.
I didn't know TC was a runner.
He's very athletic, sneaky athletic.
And then the second inning here, we got 2 pop-ups and 5 pitches. And you immediately let him back on. You can't let that happen.
Casey Hudson was at Fenway this morning for Run to Home Base. Case, that was an experience, I would imagine. Hold that thought, Case. We're going to come back with you after this. That was too quick of an inning. We'll be right back. Casey Hudson back in, talking about Run to Home. And Casey was there this morning, correct, at Fenway?
I was. I got to do the Red Sox Foundation Service Project this morning, who they collaborate with the home base program, and it was awesome. We had the players there, we had the coaches, we had Alex Cora, and everyone was kind of packing bags. I was talking, actually a lot of funny stories going about, but we were packing backpacks for families as well as veterans who have young children getting ready to go to school, and then also kits to go out to everyone, and then I salute cards, which I thought was like one of the sickest parts. So I got to be a part of this also because I, as you guys know, Air Force military brat, so I know what it's like to pack up within 48 hours and have to be off somewhere. My mom drives a mean U-Haul truck, 26 feet, with absolutely no help, and I went to a different elementary school for every single grade. That's how quickly we were moving about, and music became a big thing in our family because that's how my parents learned to break the news to me and my sisters. Gimme Shelter meant we were moving. Wild Horses meant Dad is going off on assignment without us. And Start Me Up meant that parents were having a date night. So anyone of the generation can understand exactly what that means. But it was amazing. Raised massive money and got through 1,000+ kits. You saw Becca Solwasser that was just chatting with Middlebrooks and everyone. So I was really excited to be a part of that. And I'm running tomorrow morning. Haven't ran in a hot minute.
Casey, that was a
TS10.
great story. I love that about you. I didn't know that. I didn't know about your background. I love that. Thanks
See
for
the
sharing.
things that you learn that we get to learn on Unobjective Views.
Only on this show.
We all
Only
just
on
get
this
closer.
show.
We all just get closer. Yeah, I was trying to quiz the guys this morning to see like who makes their beds. Can anyone like pack? Are you a folder or a roller? Because that was a thing. I'm an absolute terrible packer, even though I grew up military.
What about the way that you make your bed? Is it military corners?
I don't do the corners, but I have to make my bed every single morning. The house, I will not leave it without making it. My family are horrible, and so after I make the bed, they'll go unmake it to see if I notice, and I do.
Geez, that's mean.
Yeah, well, 2 older sisters.
You should read the book, Make Your Bed.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
tell you this
Seriously,
much:
it's great.
I never made my bed. I don't think in my life.
Really shocking.
Pat, you got to try it out. It just feels good. The rest of the house could be a disaster. If that bed is made, you feel like a whole different human being.
Well, I think it starts your day in the right direction, right?
No,
You make your
because
bed
see,
and-
if I start making my beds, that takes away the money from my maids. You know what I mean? I gotta people gotta make money.
They can focus on other parts of the house or land, I'm sure. You got to have other things going on, Pat. Don't you have like a whole farm?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Can't they help with your farm?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
he
can
has,
do
he has
something
farmers
still.
too. He has farmers too.
Crazy.
Casey, thank you. We'll be right back on that note.
Ah, Jonathan.
Jonathan, what's your middle name?
Bob.
Bob?
Yeah, John Bob.
John Bob. There you go. 2 names.
There's no way that that's true. You know that you're a Googleable person. You know that, right?
Google.
Yeah, you can Google it.
Let's see. What is Jonathan Papelbon's middle name?
Hey.
It's Robert. Yep.
Yeah, he's right.
Yep. John Bob.
Oh, John Bob.
Old J Bob.
What's yours?
Paul.
Jared Paul.
Yep.
Catholic?
This kid right here, this Will Smith kid.
That's my godfather's name. Say that
I
again?
tell you what, this Will Smith kid can play some ball, man.
Yeah, he can hit really well. Oh.
Good effort.
It's just hard, you know. He really does remind me of Barry Bonds a lot, man. It's just really hard to just hold him down for an entire game.
You can't.
You can't. It's hard.
Like you even on a knock like that, you're just like, all right, cool. We kept him in the yard.
That ball, by the way, that ball is 2 to 3 inches inside.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
He has the-
he's a good bad ball hitter. He's a good everything ball hitter.
His red zone is
Say, Don, just don't get hurt, man.
Quite large.
Don't get hurt.
There's your boy.
Don't get hurt, Sadon. If he could start throwing that pitch a little bit more, in my opinion, that sweeper, the start 0-0, and in the 0-0 count I'm talking about,
Yeah.
just to steal a strike every now and then and get the hitters to have to switch gears. See, because he froze them there. Come back with that sinker, 94 miles an hour off the sweeper. Now he's got a 0-2. Now you can now that opens up so many different holes for you right here. Ground ball.
So Shohei Ohtani, guys, 1 for 2 on the night with the single there in his second at bat, but he does have 37 home runs coming into the season, or coming into this game rather. And you had a tweet about the season home run total.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think when you have a home run race, I think it's always exciting the fact that you have two interchangeable faces of baseball in Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. They're involved in it, neck and neck. And then Eugenio Suarez has joined the race. And then you have Cal Raleigh, who won the home run derby and is leading the entire race in Major League Baseball. So having like a 4, and then Kyle Schwarber is not far behind either. I feel like I'm also missing somebody.
Going to creep up on you now.
Yeah, like who else? Is there someone else that I'm missing? Either way.
And he plays in Citizens Bank.
Right. And the thing about Cal Raleigh, so I understand when people are like, well, if it's not a record, then can I really get invested? I think you should be able to.
Especially as a catcher.
Yeah, and like the two faces of baseball going head to head in it. But then also, Cal Raleigh, if he doesn't hit 60, he's still very much in play for the most home runs by a catcher and the most home runs ever by a switch hitter. He can pass or tie Mickey Mantle.
And he'll break all the Mariners records as well.
Yeah, Schwarber's got 34. Yeah, it's a whole to do. I love it. I
think it's great for baseball. You know, I think it's great for baseball.
Who do you think's going to end up with the most homers, Pap?
Judge.
Do you really? I think Ohtani again.
My pal Judgy?
Yeah, they play in a bandbox, man. They play, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I was betting, man, take odds on Schwarber too, just because of the ballparks they play in, man. I mean, I've pitched in those ballparks. You pitch differently in those ballparks because of the home run factor. I mean, you just do.
Yeah. Alana, do you believe in Cal Raleigh?
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's so difficult. I mean, he's always been a very good backstop. He's always done a really good job. I mean, let's not mistake, we have talked about the Seattle Mariners starting rotation as being one of the best in the game for a long time, and he does have something to do with that. So he's been an unbelievable game caller and managing a pitch staff, but to be able to be a catcher and have that much offense is incredible.
Yeah.
I believe in him, absolutely.
A platinum defender.
Yeah,
Platinum
I mean,
glove.
he's the entire package.
Great guy. So when I was at the All-Star game, I walked into No Free Ads. It was a fast food restaurant. Got a guy. Nope.
Did you just say no free ads?
Yeah, No Free Ads. I can't say what the name of the restaurant. That's an ad. You got to pay for that. Walked into this fast food restaurant, and there's 2 tables put together. They all turn their heads, look over, and they all looked like Cal Raleigh.
Oh, was it their family?
It's his family.
Was it his brother and his dad? And
It's his dad's brother, so his uncle, and his kids.
Okay.
So you were in Atlanta?
Yes.
So what Chick-fil-A order did you get?
No, it was, what was it? Shake Shack.
There you go. Well, apparently there are free ads.
Yeah. Pap got it out of me. He's a bad influence.
Shake Shack. I didn't know you ate that crap.
I was gonna die. This was after the red carpet event, and I was about to go down.
Well, hopefully Shake Shack isn't a sponsor because Pap just called it crap.
Oh.
Shake Shack ain't a sponsor. They don't even have Shake Shack.
Yeah, I needed something. It was bad.
I'll tell you what we need is a ground ball double play right here. Really bad.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, we got to lock in right here.
So there he goes again. He went to the he went to steal a strike with the sweeper. He's been trying to do that. But the problem is once he does that, he hasn't been able to put him away tonight.
Well, he's thrown 21 pitches just this inning.
This pitch count is sketchy right now.
I don't know about him going into the 8th, Pap, with this pitch count.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, no, it's not going to happen tonight. And the reason why it's not happening is we just saw right there. He's leaking, and when I'm talking about when a pitcher is leaking, is mean his arm. It's leaking. I'm trying to explain this the best I can. Is your front side pulls out too early, and the back side leaks a little bit early. So instead of staying behind your glove, your lead glove, it starts leaking out early, and you start seeing that bad run where your ball's not even starting off in the plate. See, that pitch right there doesn't even start off as a strike. So he's having trouble with the sinker tonight, and it's pretty obvious.
Could this be the game right here, this at bat?
Well, you're still in the third inning, Jared. You still got a long ways to go.
But
I mean, if he pops one over the monster, then yeah, it's probably the
that's
game.
what I'm saying.
because-
You got to be careful. This guy's got a lot of pop.
Yeah.
I mean, as bad as Teoscar has been coming off the IL, he still has 14 home runs and he's driven in 58.
And he has familiarity being a player from playing in the
Toronto?
division. Yes.
This fellow Dominican, you mean?
That is true.
You know, I've always wondered, when you're Dominican, if you don't get drafted at, 16-ish, 17 years old, you really don't have much of a fighting chance, right? So all these kids have played together for so long and against each other,
Yep. Speaking of the Dominican Republic, D'Angelo Ortiz assigned
That's
to
right.
Greenville. Yep, out of the FCL. Now he's with Greenville.
Moving on up.
Yep. Wow, we're battling right now.
Yeah.
And the
This
Red
is
Sox
a-
bullpen's been great as of late, but they're going to see some action tonight, I would imagine.
Yeah, they're going to get tested again tonight, just like they've been getting tested all season long. But they've been the backbone of this ball club. So you've got to be able, like, as a starting pitcher, Bayo should know. Like, look, I've got to keep this, close. See that ball's leaking
That ain't
really
it.
bad. I mean, it's arm side run is really bad. That ball is not even close. Not even close for a 3-2 count. How many pitches we were at? 57 pitches. So, yeah, the bullpen's going to get taxed tonight. That's for sure.
At least they were off yesterday. That helps a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's going to come into effect huge. I mean, they're going to get – everybody's going to throw tonight probably. And so, see, now what's happening is with Bayo and watching him, in order to make that adjustment for his arm side leaking so much is he's trying to make the adjustment, and now he's starting to crossfire. So he just crossfired that last fastball.
Oh, no. Oh.
Thank God. That would have been bad. I think I probably would have went home.
Yeah, you've got to find any kind of way, Bayo, right here to limit the damage. When you're out there on the mound and you're just trying to grind through the inning, you're just trying to get through the inning, all you got to start thinking is limit the damage. Just try to search and steal an out any way that you can. It's not a bad pitch, 0-2.
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like.
Stressed?
Yeah.
I know this Pajes kid, he's been struggling a little bit, though, hasn't he?
A little bit, but the numbers on the year, he's had a breakout year this year.
He's had a good year.
Maybe kid's been struggling a little bit lately, and induce a ground ball. You got to think positive here and think inducing the ground ball. Even if you get up one, you'll take the out.
There you go. All right.
Stay in the park. Oh God.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's
Sacrifice the
that-
run for now.
You got to get behind that baseball a little bit better. It seemed like we
a bad
lost
route.
the ball a little bit there.
Bad route.
Yeah, bad route. Abreu, in this situation right here, I don't know if he lost in the lights a little bit, but if you see, look, he went right. Now he's got to go back left. You should be, as a outfielder, if the ball is in the air for 5 seconds or more, unless it's on a line drive, if it's a pop-up, you should be camped under that, preparing yourself to throw, especially with guys on base.
He looked like a little puppy on his hind legs waiting for a treat. He was just like, yeah, that was bad. It's whatever.
I mean, honestly, no disrespect, but this is who you want up right now to get out of this. And Ford has had a really rough year.
Well, you got to get out of it, right? You got to get out of it here. Leave it at 3. Keep the ball club in somewhat of a 3-run game, somewhere close, 2 to 3-run game, and give yourself a chance. And as a starter, you got to keep thinking, like, each out I get is a less bullpen guy I got to use, one less bullpen guy I've got to use.
I mean, 64 pitches in the third. That's.
Can you give me 5?
You've got to have pretty efficient 4 and 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take 5.
At this point, you'll take 5 regardless. So what I was talking about earlier with his arm side leaking, it's affecting his sweeper too. And his sweeper isn't even presenting as a strike. It's a ball out of the hand as well too. That was a ball out of the hand too. He's got to get back to that front side. To me, that front side is leaking pretty bad with him tonight.
This is going to be the 40th pitch of the inning. You can see the distribution of the 5 pitches so far. Oof.
Man.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
that
thank
works.
you. Thanks for the free out. Appreciate you.
That works.
Wow.
Still a ball game, kids. Be right back. All right, guys, so they obviously got a gift there with Freddie Freeman getting caught stealing home. Nice job there by Narvaez and, Connor Wong, rather, and Trevor Story. What? Sorry.
Deep sigh.
Sorry.
Well.
Oh, he's at the plate now.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, well.
it's
It's gonna
been
be a leadoff walk. It's gonna be a leadoff walk. They're gonna get to this Sheehan
Sheehan.
Don't
with
you
his little blonde
have
mustache.
to get another catcher?
You do, yeah, because the last time.
Oh, did he?
Wait.
No way.
Not an RBI, but I'll take a double.
This is. That's his first extra base hit of the year.
It is. Yes, sir, it is. Yay! Look at that.
Of the year.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Oh my God.
Don't call it a comeback.
Poor thing. You feel badly for him.
Yeah, you do. But I mean, my God. It's almost August, Alana.
I know.
That's his first extra base hit of the year. He hasn't yet driven in a run on a hit yet.
That is correct.
Like, that is still ongoing. He has one RBI.
144, 1 RBI.
Sacrifice fly.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you knew he was sliding into second just to get that uniform dirty. All right, let's get to him now. All right, now you've got to answer, right? This team has got to answer. Let's see what happens. Now, can they answer?
So Jared was having a conversation earlier today.
Was he?
With
who?
Jaron Duran at the plate
yeah.
right now.
Well, I was
but
talking to Jaron
no,
Duran.
you were talking.
I talked to Jaron too.
No, you
I
were
did.
talking. I know you did. Sure. John Henry. What was the convo?
Who? Oh, that John Henry. We were just the boys were just chatting. You know, the boys were being boys, and
Really, your boys with John Henry?
yeah,
Okay.
and you know, it looks like NESN was just being nosy, and looks like they were filming a private conversation. I didn't.
Did you give us permission to
No,
film you?
no,
Oh.
I didn't. Yeah,
Oh.
I did not sign off on being filmed in this conversation being something that we were sharing on television.
So what was the combo?
We were talking about, like, he asked me, like, how much I bench, and he was
You're
asking me.
such a liar.
Yeah, he was asking me about my workout routine.
Really?
Because he said he wanted to try it out, and I was
Okay.
like, John, listen, man. If you want me to be your personal trainer, then just say that. You know, we can talk about it. He asked me to come
John
on a
Henry
yacht.
don't work out. Shut up. What did y'all talk about?
Like, we just, you know, just boys being boys. We were talking a little. I talked about my trip to London and Liverpool. We actually did talk about that. We talked about the Beatles. We talked about a Pink Floyd
Did you
concert.
ask him, is he going to spend money like he is in Liverpool? Or is he going to spend money like he is in Boston?
Oh, well, that's a private conversation, Jonathan. You know, like, just like, you know, when you call me and you're like, hey man, I got to talk to you about my feelings. Like, I wouldn't talk about those conversations on television.
Wait a minute. You think I'm talking to you about my feelings?
Oh, now you're gonna deny it. That's crazy. But anyways, yeah. So I just, we were just talking about music. There we go. That's a run.
All right, let's answer back. That's a great answer. That is a ball club that's got a little bit of grit to it. And that's what I was talking about earlier, man. Like, you know, like you got to commend these guys for the grit that they have, because you know what?
What?
They lost Evers. They don't have the firepower that they used to, but they came together and they said, you know what? We're going to change the way we play this ball game.
But they've also proven that they didn't need Devers.
Well, and that's what I was just about to say. And they've proven that they don't need them.
All right, nobody out at the moment. 3-1 Dodger lead over the Boston Red Sox, bottom of the third. Let's bring in the fifth member of our broadcast team. You know him as the real 1-5, everybody.
Oh, Uncle Kevin.
Millar. Uncle Kevin,
Yeah.
how are you?
Golly, how are you guys doing? We're over here actually downtown Austin doing this home run derby X. So I was in a full-on meeting, and we are going over all the rules. It's a 3-on-3. It's going to be awesome. Manny and I, we got a softball player. We got all kinds of fun stuff. But I was like, oh, my God, I got to go get over here and do this thing. So here we are. We're at the JW Marriott.
I love
Wait,
that.
you got Manny with you.
Dude, Manny, of course he didn't make the meeting. But I said, it's okay as long as he's in the box. I'm like, I'll take care of Manny.
There's no way he was on time, and there's no way he has real hair. His hair's got to be fake, and there's no way he's on time.
100%. They were talking about, I'll promise Manny's going to be here tomorrow. I said, don't promise anything, because he missed 3 games of the Yankees. And then we had Kepler hitting third. You guys are rocking it.
Kevin, no! Kevin,
My
now
bad.
you have to stay.
Yep, my bad.
Off the
Look
ball.
at this.
All right.
Now you have to stay, 1-5.
That's
He's the
Single
fastest
for
kid
me.
alive. He's the fastest kid alive.
It's a
Look at
single
this.
for me, boys.
Millar, man, we were talking
Look at that.
earlier, man. Like, this team's finally got like some grit to it. Like, To me, you know, and
Yeah.
I hear you talk about this a lot, man. You talk about it on your show, and we're going to talk about like leadership, man. Like, what does that mean to this ball club? You know, they got rid of Devers. Some guys had to step up. You know, you got to have leadership on a ball club to win, period, right?
Once I heard Jared stop pouting about Devers' situation, I'm like, bro, will you stop? This is what it's about. It's real easy. You got to look the boys in the eyes, and if you're not playing for me, then out. See you later. This isn't about feelings and hurting feelings, and I know that in the beginning stages it could have been handled differently. I got it, bro. But at the end of the day, one dude's got to come up to Devers and go, hey, are you playing for me or the front office? Because if being mad at the front office isn't the first time and the last time a player's going to have issues, right? But you have to play for the boys. And there was times when I felt that there needed to be a glove grab to go into first or a glove grab to go into third. And by the way, no one's bigger than the team. Teams win championships, not players. I know that we got all the stuff and how they can get their offense, but it was funny because I almost texted Jared. I was like, you know what? You're just a little bit off right now on this situation. What happened? The boys have shown you what chemistry's about, and you can take a deep breath now because, hey, let's just figure it out. Sometimes it doesn't make sense on paper. We just got to figure it out with Boys Club.
Kevin, spend money. What does this team need? Week away from the deadline.
Obviously, we're going to say you can go out there and get a starting pitcher, a power arm in the bullpen, and that's, I think, what makes it unique with everybody trying to do the same thing, period. So you got to, you know, Sandy Alcantara, what's his name? Just threw 7 innings there today, Alcantara. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff. You got to get creative in the scenes like this. There's not a whole bunch of star power because everybody's trying to get it. Now you get creative and make trades and figure it out, and that's for them to do. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy talking smack.
I was trying to do some recruiting at the All-Star game. I saw Joe Ryan out there. I was like, hey, see you in a few weeks, maybe? See you in a few weeks?
I'm telling you, man, this team's but you're starting to see the identity of the club, right? Obviously, they win 10 straight going to break. Then their schedule looks like, oh, my God, we got the Cubs, Phillies, Dodgers. Yeah, that's what it's about. It's the big boy league, right? And you got to play games, and you got to play tough, and we've lost a couple here and there, but I like what they've got right now, and they're starting to show. And then they're talking about the influx in the outfield and the depth. Fine. But obviously a starting pitcher, obviously power arms in the bullpen because of the injury scene.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Kev, I'll tell you what, I enjoy watching this ball club a whole lot more than I did, you know, before the All-Star break. There's no question about that.
Hang on, Kevin. Don't go anywhere. 3 outs. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, 1-5.
All right.
All right, we welcome you back to Unobstructed Views. We are joined again by Kevin Millar. We appreciate you being here, Kevin. This is a fun team. We talked about it. This is a team that has a lot of fight, a lot of grit. But they do need to figure out a way to get some traction moving forward. I know that the schedule's a little bit crazy right now, but do they have enough? What do you need?
Well, I think you saw the Giolito situation, early on was off a little bit in mechanics, and now he's established himself like, yeah, okay, I found something. Obviously, Crochet, obviously, Bayo. You got some guys, Walker Buehler's going to be better, period. You need a starting pitcher, right? So that's their job to go find that. You need, obviously, more bullpen help. It just gives you depth. And that's the one thing the Dodgers have done over the years, right, is you have Andrew Freeman. They have a million. They're still looking for starters. And they got 17, it seems like, on the roster. Even Kike Hernandez is hurt. I count him as a starter now. He's pitched so much this year. But you got to just get
I was saying this earlier, and I want you to speak on this too, because you've done both, right? You've been on teams that have limped in with like one starter, got to the playoffs, and then bam, you're done. You need two starters, no matter who they are, once you get in.
God, his routes tonight have been interesting, huh?
100%. And by the way, this starting pitching is so important. I mean, the whole bullpen scenes going in the playoffs and World Series, you're sitting here going, it makes me scratch my head to this day. When you go watch a game, that starting pitcher's who you're leaning on, right? You got the big aces, and you're like, all right, give me 7, and let's go ahead and get 6 outs in the bullpen. Now we got bullpen starts, and we got all this stuff, and I don't even understand it. The starting pitchers are important, so you need some good dudes out there. You need the Evaldi's, in big games to go, shove, or Chris Sales in the day, or, when Papon was pitching before he became an awesome closer, when he was drilling Sosa when we were in spring training. No one even knew who Jonathan Papon was. I said, dude, this is the coolest guy in the world. Who is that guy that drilled Sammy Sosa in the middle of the bat because they hit Trot Nixon in the first inning? Daniel Cabrera crumbled him. And we have this young kid, Jonathan Papon, is this he's just coming over to pitch a game. And I looked at the guy and said, we need that kid. Who is that? And sure enough, later on that year, he comes up. He didn't say a word. No one told him. That's just the way the game was played. You know what I'm saying? But starting pitchers, don't discount that. You need horses and horses and horses. And I talk about in 04. Yeah, the team won and all the stuff. 5 starters didn't miss a start that year. Wakefield, Bronson, Schill, Pedro, and D-Lo. Period, end of story.
Kevin, did you ever have to introduce any sort? Oh, dang it! Stay one more time. One more half inning. One more half inning.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Don't you dare say that.
All right,
nope. Half inning. That's it.
Half an inning.
Okay. Bye. Hang on. All right, welcome you back. Bottom of the 4th, 3-2. Sox down by 1. Kevin, did you ever have to do anything specifically to teach Pap about Boys Club, or anything that you had to do taking him under your wing?
Listen, Pap was younger than me. Spot started that spring training thing. Mississippi State boy. He knew exactly how the game's played. And what I was trying to tell you is Daniel Cabrera drilled Trot Nixon.
Yes.
And,
You mentioned that.
Sorry, there we go. I got you. Daniel Cabrera drilled Trot Nixon in the middle of the back in the first inning. And this young kid that wasn't established basically hit Sammy Sosa same exact way. And that ended up being Jonathan Papelbon. And we talked about it going, wow, do I love this kid. And that's basically, he knew how the game was played. And you know what? He was young. And people say, oh, he's crazy. But at the end of the day, this kid was about being a good dude to his teammates and played this game to win. And that's what you respect, is that passion.
Yeah, the trade deadline on Thursday, that'll be the 20th anniversary of his big league debut.
I'll tell you this much. You know as well as I do, man, like, I don't miss the grind of the game. I don't miss having to prepare every day. I miss the cards. I miss the plane flight. Believe it or not, I miss the plane, the damn plane, dude. You know, flying the plane and shit like that. So to me, you know, I think the game's changed a little bit today, but, you know, it still is the boys' club. And you know, these kids are having the time of their lives, man.
It is. It is. It's gotten obviously numberies and you lose some instincts, but don't lose your eyes. Don't lose the passion. Don't lose watching the game, talking the game, hanging out, bro. I can't stand looking at the iPads right after every at-bat because you're not watching me. That's how you teach each other, man. You got out, you popped up the third, you got on the top step, and you watch your teammates. Now you go to the iPad, you stare at that for 2 hitters. I just don't, you know, we did that after the game in underwear with a cocktail. You know what I'm saying? We looked at our bats.
After you guys showered together. You always talk about
after
showering.
After we showered, Alana, and everything's immediate. Like, if you don't text somebody back these days, like, oh, my God, hey, bro, I was taking a shower. I was over there, you know, taking ground balls to their boys. Everything's, like, quick. Hey, you know what you're doing at the plate. You know when that umpire screws you or not. We'll get to it after the game.
Yeah. Kev, I got to ask you this question because you're a big, obviously, team camaraderie guy. Duran is the name that keeps coming up at the trade deadline. There was a rumored rejected trade, something about the San Diego Padres. So he's kind of the name that's in focus right now with the deadline looming. He's beloved on this team. He's a guy that shows up, posts, plays hard, he cares. Even if you have an all-star type player coming in, what can that do to a team when you subtract a player like Duran, who's kind of the heartbeat of the club?
It's part of this business, and we all kind of get it and understand we're all available, but I'm telling you, that's not the guy. There's not a package. I was just talking about this to a couple buddies. They're like, hey, wouldn't you do that? And I go, no, because there's not a package. Who are you getting? He's the guy that respects 90 feet, plays the game hard every single day, sets the tone when he hits a single and goes to 2 and then steals third. Like, it's remarkable. He plays the game every day that way. There's never a reminder to run the ball out. So how do you not respect that? Of course they respect it. But now we got a lot of outfielders. Well, that's fine. Get creative some other way. But I'm not letting that kid go, right? This was your MVP of the All-Star game last year. So he's not doing exactly what you wanted to do, or the game's hard. You think Gunnar Henderson's having the time of his life? He's hitting 1 home run in July. Last year, Gunnar Henderson, we're talking about Bobby Witt and Gunnar Henderson being the best shortstops ever. The game is hard. Jarren Duran's human, and he's going to be back to right where he's about to be anyways. The game's not over after 81 games, a half, but that's not a guy I part ways with. Yeah. Those are ball players. Those are makeup guys. That counts. Besides how high you can jump with your hands in your hip, or how fast you can swing the bat. It doesn't matter. He's a makeup dude, and he plays the game right.
Nobody hates when you don't run it out more than Pap, right?
I think you said it best,
Choke him out, Pap. Choke him out, Pap.
I think you said it best. At the end of the day, he's a makeup guy, and he's a guy in that clubhouse that everybody leans on. And at the end of the day, you can't get rid of that because you can't duplicate that because you don't know what you're bringing in. And the Red Sox clubhouse is a special clubhouse, and Alex Cora treats it that way, and he treats it with respect. And so you got to find that perfect guy to come in there. And not all the time is it going to be a perfect trade, and you're going to find that perfect guy that's going to have the same makeup as a Duran or a Breggy.
Period.
That guy's not out there. That guy's not out there right now.
Oh, your eyes, just watch. Your eyes, there's about a handful that are that way, right? Pete Crow Armstrong, I told him there spring training, that don't ever change, man. Refreshing, plays ball, like not into all the stuff. And, he's a star right now. He's a star right now in Chicago. It's easy to get caught up in ourselves, right? We all love digging ourselves. It's part of it, right? Success, you walk around, you're carrying luggage. But
Kevin, we dig you. We dig you and we love
guys
you.
are great.
We'll talk to you soon.
Love you.
Done.
Uncle
See you
Kevin.
later, buddy.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Amazing.
Had you been here to Fenway Park before?
Never.
It's your first time?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? Turn around. There it is. The Green Monster is going to be over your shoulder in a year or so. What's it feel like? It's a different ballpark, right?
Yeah, it's unreal. Compared to Fort Myers, this place is unreal.
Awesome to see Kyson Witherspoon with our own Tom Caron, of course, Red Sox first round pick. And TC joining us now alongside Lenny DiNardo and Devin Marrero. They are on the call for the post-game show on NESN immediately following the game. And TC, it was great to see the prospects and the draft picks here today at Fenway. And although they are professional baseball players, they look like little kids in a candy store.
Well, Devin and I were talking about it during the live BP show, right? Like, this is the one little window in between. That's a great play, by the way.
Sick.
It's TS10 right there.
You're welcome. You're
TS10.
welcome.
There you go.
my guy.
Well done.
It's easy to pitch to contact when you have that behind you.
Yeah, well, that's what Bayo should be doing. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a cool time to talk to these guys, right? Because they're about to embark on the journey and begin the work to get up to the show. But they just, you're still sort of enjoying the fact that you just signed for all this money and you're beginning your program. Life is good right now if you're Kyson Witherspoon.
Yeah, definitely.
Take a breather, right?
Definitely, dude. Today's the day where you're like, oh, gosh, this is so sick. I'm rich. Right? And then it's back to the 12-hour bus rides tomorrow back in Lowell. It's just back to the grind. But today's special. You get to enjoy it.
His twin brother was here, which was cool. Malachi's a second-round pick of the Tigers, and the Tigers let him out for the day to come up here for his brother. Kyson got to be down in Lakeland with Malachi for his signing day yesterday, so it's all pretty cool.
I like how you built his confidence by saying in a year or two that Green Monster is going to be behind you.
I'm
It's
glad
like,
you got that.
Yeah, I'll see you in 6 years.
I'll be retired by the time
Yeah.
you guys get up here.
Yeah.
Earlier, TC said that Roman Anthony was going to be a Hall of Famer, too.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
You know what, TC, I'll join you on that take.
Thank you.
Wait,
I'll join you on that take.
Jared said Garrett Crochet was on his way to Cooperstown. You're
Yep.
saying Roman Anthony too, huh, TC?
Yeah, because you were going off as the old man
I'm
saying,
negative Nancy over here. Nobody.
Yeah. You're not telling me
Nobody.
some
They haven't
25,
earned it yet.
30-year-old guy.
Easy, TC, easy.
All right, Mr.
With all
Raphael,
due respect to all the
MVP.
Hall of Famers out there, come on now.
Except CeCe couldn't get there.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Did
saw
you see
that.
that
How about that?
on the side of the road? Hey, Devin.
Yes.
I understand that
Yes.
you were going to be a dad of a little girl.
Yeah.
Girl
Yes,
dad,
I am. Girl dad.
congratulations.
Well, welcome to
join
the
the
club.
gang.
Welcome to the club, Devin.
Heard it's great. Can't wait to join.
Congratulations.
Wait a minute.
That's awesome,
So,
buddy.
Devin, this is your first, correct?
My first.
That you know of, right?
Correct.
Okay.
No comment.
So, man, I'm just going to tell you this much. I got 2 girls, right? And you spoiled the shit out of them so that the next guy that comes along has to spoil
no
them
chance.
even more. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, they're going to be spoiled. They have Dior already set up for them, Chanel. Wifey's got them all locked and loaded, so the girls will be set and spoiled.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I've got 2 girls.
Oh, there
as
it
well.
is. There's the gender reveal.
There it is.
Who decided this, Devin? How'd you guys come up with this one?
It was my idea just to kind of do something cute at the house and something nice and simple, not throw a big party or anything.
Not start a bonfire or anything like that.
Get the wine glasses.
I was a bonfire guy. Yeah.
Did you do a fire?
No, I remember my last one, we actually had 2 baseballs, a pink one and a blue one, and we had my older boy hit it off the tee or soft toss or whatever, and it had it explode into blue.
What year was that?
Oh, what year was that?
Well, Lenny has 4 kids, so it's like every year.
Julie's here. Julie, what year was that? 2019.
Come on, Dad.
See, I'm too
Lock
old.
it
My
in.
kid, we didn't do that when I had kids. You just spit them
Yeah,
out,
you
move
see, I
on with
didn't
your
do that
life.
either.
I mean, just,
Why not?
Back then, you didn't even check to see what they were. Like, I was
yeah, hey, it's a guy. I'm going back to work. Put
Yeah,
'em
I
down.
didn't
It's
check
the
my
fifth
genders
inning.
are real either.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
They're pumping you guys up on the broadcast right now, saying that that Millar was joining us. He did. Millar was on the broadcast just right before you guys.
How'd that go?
It was well. It went well. Yeah.
Millar was with Manny in his fake hair.
We get confirmation of that? Is that true?
Well, he
I just saw
missed the
Manny.
meeting.
I just saw Manny like not maybe 2 weeks ago, and he's got dreads like way down past his ass. I'm like, there's no way that hair is real.
Where did you see him?
At a signing.
Oh, okay.
He's got the Bret Michaels thing going on too, though, right? He's got the bandana on top at
Yeah.
all times. Yeah. Okay.
From Poison?
Yeah. Get the long locks and the bandana, right?
Yeah.
Manny's fascinating. Just
Yes.
To say the least.
Yes.
yeah.
One of a kind.
I just saw him in Arizona last month.
For the combine?
Yep, with his son.
His son's a beast, huh? Big dude.
Yeah, he is very big.
Did you get hit by a home run?
I did. Yeah.
Right in
You're
the calf?
constantly getting hit by stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's for the content.
I mean,
It's planned.
yeah, it wasn't terrible, but at least it wasn't my head. That would have been bad. Yeah, no, I got hit in the foot with a homer.
What do you
gonna
guys got on Bayo tonight so far, man? Can't get his sinker over the plate tonight, huh?
Dude, these
Yeah.
guys are just grinding them out, man.
He's made some decent pitches. They've made some contact, right? When you make contact, good things happen. Doesn't matter if it's 61 miles an hour and bouncing 6 feet off of the infield. They've been able to put the ball in play.
I like.
Yeah, to me, it's all about his sinker, man. You know, he gets the sinker over, he could be effective, but he's just not being able to get it over. He's a lot of 0-0 counts. He's throwing that sweeper just to get almost like to steal a strike. There you go.
He went around.
Yeah, he
He
did.
went.
Yeah, he did. I like when we have guests on because it distracts me from like the tense moments. Like I would love to
Wait a
be
minute,
able to.
you were positive potty or positive patty earlier.
I mean, yes, but then Pap started talking about shoulders flying open and leaking and all kind of. I was like, all right, are we in trouble? It sounds like we're in trouble.
Arm side run, you didn't like
Yeah.
that very much?
No.
Trade everybody.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that at all. So now it's like now I have my comfort panel to make me feel better.
So do you guys agree that no matter what, somehow the Meyer injury impacts how active they're going to be before Thursday? Don't you think?
Yep. 100%.
I
Durant
don't know,
stays
Tuesday.
out.
What about I don't know.
Unless Monday or Tuesday you find out it's only going to be a couple of weeks. But if you're losing Meyer for a significant amount of time, you no longer really have the extra outfielder to deal.
Nope.
No, you don't.
Right. So then wouldn't it be inactive instead of active? Because
That's what I'm saying. Less active.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, because as much as I don't want to see Ceddanne Rafael at second base, he can play the position. I mean,
Right.
that's kind of like what bothered me about this whole year and how they handled the call-ups was it felt like they were just waiting for injuries to happen so that they could move the pieces instead of just having a plan.
These things work themselves out, Jared.
Right. That's the plan.
Except sometimes they don't.
Right.
Yeah, but it never hurts to have, backup, especially, because you're going to go through injuries. But at the same time, though, to me, you don't have Cedon playing at second base. I mean, his wins above replacement are way too good to be not playing center field on a daily basis. And me as a pitcher, I want him in center field anyway.
Bale.
There you go.
All right,
Bye,
guys.
boys.
We'll see you after the game.
Glad we could help you through it, Jared.
Thank you. See you guys.
We always appreciate having TC and the boys on.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody's kind of on deck today.
Connor
Whoa,
Wall.
get out of here.
Oh, Connor. Connor getting feisty on a Friday.
Everyone's on deck today. Everybody's
Yeah.
working except for Jim Rice, who is in Cooperstown. All of us are here.
That happens when you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah,
They
Hall of
didn't ask
Fame
us to go.
weekend.
Weird.
I would love to go. Have you done Hall of Fame weekend before?
I have not, no. I've been to Cooperstown, but I've not done Hall of Fame weekend.
Same.
Never been myself either. I'm obviously going to wait till Pedroia gets in.
You think he's going?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think he's going.
I would be
on
on
board for Petey to get in.
The year Poppy went in, I wanted to go. The year Pedro went in, I wanted to go. I was like, those are my guys.
I was going to go to the one when Poppy got inducted, and he was the only one getting inducted, actually.
Yeah.
And then my wife got a security notice. This was right after his shooting. So she got a security notice about all the security detail that was going to be there. And she was like, yeah, we're not going anymore.
For Ortiz's, I bet.
Yeah.
So Buster Olney was on TC's podcast, 310 to Left, with TC and Alex Spear.
Tyler Milliken's favorite Red Sox podcast.
Isn't he on your podcast?
Uh-huh.
And 310 to Left is his favorite?
Correct.
That's interesting. Okay. And he was talking about, Buster Olney was talking about active players.
Uh-huh. Oh, they could be Hall of Famers?
Yeah, so no, it was Jason Stark.
Jason Stark,
had the article about active guys that could be headed to the Hall of Fame.
There's a bunch of them in this game.
Jason Stark did. What do you think? I mean, Shohei's obvious. Freddie's obvious.
In this game?
Yeah.
Kershaw.
Yes, obvious. Shohei.
Freddie.
I mean,
You think Moogie's a Hall of Famer?
yes. Yep. We'll be back. More.
Yeah, more on that. right, guys, Brian Bayo back out there. He had a pretty efficient fifth inning, so he is into the sixth. I don't think he's going to get into the eighth, Pap, but a little bit more efficient as the outing has gone on.
Look, you got to hand this guy credit right now because he has absolutely grinded through this with almost 100 pitches into the sixth now. If you can get him at 115 and he has another quick outing, then more kudos to him. He'll have what you call a quality start. But, this is what you look for, and guys, and especially your starters who you feel like you can lean on late in the season and into postseason when they don't have their best stuff, when they don't have their A-plus game. Can they go out there and still give my team a chance to win and put us in a chance to win? And he's done that somehow tonight without any great stuff.
Yeah, right now he's in line for the win, of course. So everything on everyone's mind right now, guys, one out in the inning, is the trade deadline, right? Buster Olney was on 310 to left talking about what the Red Sox should do at the deadline, or what he thinks they may do. Take a listen. All right, we'll get to that momentarily. We're going to go to break because there is a pitching change. So when we come back, we will listen to that.
I'm surprised that they have back then.
Yeah, well, you're smarter. So it was a false alarm. Brian Bayo basically got to face one batter. Left-hander Chris Murphy is in the game in relief for the Red Sox, as we were saying.
Did you hear his walkout song?
What was it?
Crazy Train, a little tribute to
Ozzy. May he rest in peace. This was a rough week for celebrity deaths. So Buster Olney was on 310 to left earlier with TC and Alex Spear talking about what they should do at the deadline. Listen.
What is your sense after being around the Red Sox for a couple of days in Philly about what they might be looking to accomplish at the trade deadline?
The starting pitcher, they've been involved in the conversations with the San Diego Padres about Dylan Cease. As you guys know, they've had contact. I don't know how far that's gone. I don't know if they're the most motivated buyer there. But look, if you're gonna talk to the Padres about Cease, then you're also going to talk to the Kansas City Royals about Seth Lugo. You're going to talk to the Diamondbacks about Gallen and Merrill Kelly. And I think that probably for me, and you guys are around the team more than I am, that probably for me, if the Red Sox are going to have a shot to make a dent in October, getting that starting pitcher is really important. And I'm with you, Alex. I actually had folks with other teams speculating that the Red Sox would be involved with Naylor. They thought that he was a really good fit for them, even though he's a left-handed hitter. He's not a perfect fit for what they need. But given how, the other night aside, Romy Gonzalez getting a big hit, given how he struggled, I think the assumption in other front offices is they will add a first baseman.
All right, obviously that was Pete Abraham and Alex Spear, TC, not on that podcast episode, of course. But you're hearing what Buster's thinking. Obviously, if they're going to kick the tires on Dylan Cease, Seth Lugo would make sense. Zach Kelly.
Yeah, so
Romero Kelly, Zach Gallen, rather.
I don't know that. I think it was more so with the whole Josh Naylor thing. It sounded like the Red Sox were not even super interested. But the report today about like Dylan Cease, it was more so that like Sean McAdam had reported it that the Padres want Jarren Duran badly. It was them that was like, how about this guy, this guy, this guy?
And the Red Sox just said,
like, nah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so I don't know that the Red Sox are, just because they were linked to a rental doesn't feel to me like they're looking at rentals.
And Pap, Jared said earlier today he absolutely does not want a rental. He does not want a rental. Let's not do anything if that's going to be the case. What is your take on that?
Well, no, you can't have rentals because you've built up this team base. And what I mean by the base is you've signed Cedon to long term. You signed Bayo. You signed Crochet. So you've got this base, but to me, you don't worry about, Buster's sitting here talking about first base. First base to me is a non-issue. You've got guys in Romy and Toro that can handle the position with ease and can interchange there on any given day. So you don't worry about first base. To me, the obvious concern is pitching in the bullpen and pitching in the starting rotation.
No notes, Pap. You're 100% correct. Good throw gets him there. Yeah, I don't understand what the not obsession, but like why the focus would be on first base. You're perfectly fine at that position, and you have a finite number of trade assets, and I would be focusing on starting pitching, like cost-controlled starting pitching.
Okay, you had said though, if the Red Sox, I believe this is what you said, if the Red Sox stand pat at the deadline, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a mental health break.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Wait. If they what? Now, can you say this again?
If they don't do anything, Carabas is taking a mental health break.
Yep.
It says,
So
I promise
that means
you,
that you're gonna need to go see your psychiatrist and stuff.
No, I'm just going off the grid. I'll probably go to where were you for that last? Where did you play with Obama?
Oh, in the Vineyard, Martha's Vineyard.
That's where I'll go. Yeah.
He said the Red Sox stand pat at the deadline. Can we put that back up there, please? Thank you. If the Red Sox stand pat at the deadline, the forthcoming crash out cannot happen on a public stage. So Jared Carabas is off of the grid. He's off of social. He's off of all things because he's going to lose his stuff.
Yep.
And it will be not in a public forum.
Correct. We will be live streaming
we'll have
though for the
an
deadline.
Unobstructed Views right before the trade deadline.
I'm going to be live. We're going to be live streaming the entire day. When would the next Unobstructed Views be after the deadline?
August 8th. That's my birthday.
Happy birthday. August 8th.
So either we'll see him August 8th or we probably won't see him August 8th.
We have one on Monday, an Unobstructed on the 28th.
What is today? The 25th?
Today's the 25th. So we have one Monday, but then it's the deadline, and then we're not together. The three of us aren't together again until August 8th. I expect cake.
I'll get you a cake.
Thanks.
We got a cake guy.
Chocolate.
Yes, chocolate on chocolate.
All right, so I'll just go to Hooters. Hooters has the best chocolate
Never mind.
cake. No,
Mark, no. Mark just told us it's August 6th. That's not my birthday.
I was going to say.
So forget the cake.
Yeah, I looked at the 8th. I was like, I don't have that on the schedule.
I mean, you could still bring cake. It's just 2 days early.
I want to go back to Hooters. I thought Hooters closed.
Some of them did.
I think that they're not doing super great, but like, listen, if you go to a Hooters, get the chocolate cake. You will not regret it. Some of the best chocolate cake in the game.
Greg's Cake at Greg's restaurant in Rhode Island has the best chocolate cake.
Better than Hooters?
Is Hooters
I don't know. I haven't had Hooters.
Are they a Double Eagle Steakhouse?
No, it's definitely not a Double Eagle Steakhouse.
Yeah, I don't eat at Hooters.
For the record again, where did you used to work?
Me?
No.
I've worked at Hooters.
No, the movie, Big Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Hooters, yeah.
What was your first job, Jared? Jared, what was your first job ever?
My first on the books job, or my first job where I got paid under the table?
Hey, if you're getting paid, you're getting paid.
I was a paper boy.
On a
Okay.
bike?
My mom drove me around, and my dad too.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I was a ham glazer.
A what?
A what?
A ham glazer.
What does
I used
that
to glaze
mean?
them hams, boy.
Oh, a glazer. Like you're glazing the ham at like what? Like honey
Yeah.
baked ham?
Yeah, honey baked ham. I used to glaze all them hams, baby.
Wow. Good for you.
So Easter and Christmas a big time for you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ham glazer.
I could eat for free there. That's why I got the job.
Yeah, I didn't get anything for free being a paper boy.
Did you
Attaboy,
did you have to collect the money too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Welcome
boy.
back into Unobstructed Views. We're going to go back to the trade conversation because Caleb has a question for you all. Do you guys think Wong will remain with this team after the deadline? It's a two-for question, by the way. What do you guys think of Rafael playing second base? Jared, kind of heard your hoorah on this one a little bit, but maybe take the lead here of what you think.
See, when we talk about the areas that the Red Sox need to address, and I respect Buster Olney, he's an OG in the business. Why are we talking about first base when we literally just 30 minutes ago witnessed the first extra base hit of the season for Connor Wong?
Amen.
I would like to have some help behind the plate. I think that doesn't mean that Connor Wong's going to be gone or anything. I think that they need to maybe trade for a catching prospect or something of that nature. It doesn't necessarily need to be help right now today, but give me some hope down the pipeline because you traded Kyle Teal in that deal for Garrett Crochet, so there's really no help coming in terms of catching. So I would probably focus there.
You cannot go through the playoffs with Carlos Narvaez playing every single day.
I talked to him today.
They need a catcher.
I said, "How we feeling? Where's the energy level? Are we holding up okay?" And he was like, "I feel good. I feel good. I feel good."
Of course he's going to say that. He has to say that.
Carlos is not going to lie to me. Carlos has never lied to me.
Yeah, but you do need somebody.
You need a catcher that can do a little bit more than one RBI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not on a hit.
It was a big RBI.
And even if it's somebody else's backup, then you do need somebody. My guess is Wong. We will not see him. And secondly, unfortunately, I think we are going to see Cedon playing more second base, especially with Meyer hurt. But do I like to see it? No. We all know my thoughts on that. I don't like to see it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Pat. We've been on the same page all night. I had someone in my Twitter mentions the other day, Pat, be like, "I watch Unobstructed Views, and Pat puts you in a box." And like, me and Pat agree more often than not. I feel what have we disagreed on? I don't know. Maybe like pitching change decisions.
I don't know. Sometimes we disagree. It's fun to disagree with you, Jared. But
there are rumors.
I think we both our minds think the same wavelength as far as this team.
Yeah.
But
That's scary.
objectively, I can disagree with you on certain aspects of the game. Yes.
Can we get back to the catching conversation for a hot second?
Sure.
There are rumors that they might be interested in Dodgers backup catcher Dalton Rushing.
Yes.
There's also, Austin Barnes is sitting on the couch. He's in the minor league system right now.
So.
But get him.
I got a little birdie telling me something tonight.
What? John Henry?
Nope.
Okay.
Not my guy John. Little birdie told me that the Dodgers might have had some scouts in Greenville tonight. So, just saying.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for somebody to back up Narvaez. There's no question about it.
They have to.
Yeah.
Attaboy,
get up there, yeah. Okay, Yosh.
Attaboy.
I love it when Garrett Crochet milks the cow.
So
Y'all seen that?
enthusiastically, too. He's just so chill about it.
Yeah. I'm still getting cooked on the internet because at the All-Star game, we went up to Garrett Crochet's media booth session, and we asked him, best Atlanta rapper or whatever, and he said,
Luda.
And he said Future, and I said, I don't know who that is. And the internet
Out loud,
is
you said this?
eating me alive.
I'm 100 years old and I even know who that is.
I've heard the name, but the point I was making was, I don't know what his voice sounds like, and if you asked me to tell you the name of a song, I couldn't do it.
Have you not heard Turn Off the Lights? Turn on the lights, whichever way it goes?
No.
Sing it, Case.
You go outside.
No, I don't.
I can't sing it. You know we are country girls and then rock and roll after that or at the same time as that. So, even me knowing Future and you not knowing Future is weird.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the name of the song. But the answer to the question, I know Ludacris gets a lot of credit, but Outkast should be the GOATs of Atlanta rap.
But isn't that the beauty of music? It's all subjective. It's what you like.
No, it's usually what I say.
No, it's not. Morgan Wallen is king. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back, guys. We realize we're in the later innings of the game and as a close one, so we will focus on baseball momentarily. I will ask you this. Jared Carabas and I were walking into the building today at NESN after we were at Fenway, and he said, oh my gosh, air conditioning, it must be the greatest invention ever. I said, Top three. I said, let's think about that. So he then said air conditioning, the internet, and television because he brought up baseball. And he also said if it wasn't for television, he actually would have to go to the games and he doesn't like leaving his house. So Pap, if you had to pick your top three inventions first out here, what are they?
My top two are water and the sun.
Those aren't inventions.
didn't
Those are
invent
God's
those
creations.
things.
Inventions.
Oh, he didn't invent those?
I mean, he created them, but I wouldn't call it it's not like he got a patent for them.
Well, I mean, electricity.
Yeah, electricity is pretty solid.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah,
So, but you can't have AC without electricity.
it's fair.
Right, so fair, okay. So electricity, what else?
I don't know. Y'all kind of stumped me on this one.
What was it again? AC, television, and what
He
else?
said AC, the internet, and
Yeah, the
television.
web, the World Wide Web's pretty big. I don't know, man. Y'all stumped me on this one.
All right, Case, what about you?
The order of like what I would choose?
Just top 3 inventions ever in your life.
Oh, top 3 ever. I'm trying to think of like what I use. Is it, well, it's very me to say like guitar.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That works. You're
Guitar
a music girl.
being
That's fine.
invented is a big deal.
Okay.
I could really care less about AC. I grew up with
My
a
boy
foreign
Chris
mother who loved
Murphy has
doors
got
and
Otani
windows.
on the ropes.
He does.
Ooh. I want to see
Ooh.
that.
He's pumping 96, coming back from TJ.
Don't you usually throw pretty hard after TJ?
Yeah, but like there's also that adjustment period where you have no control. Like you're learning feel when you come back from a.
Isn't there pretty insane like soreness with the recovery too?
I don't know. We're gonna find out when Pap gets TJ after his next charity game.
Oh my
Already need TJ. I just throw without it.
God. Don't speak that over, Pap.
Ooh, good take.
Fell behind. I had him 0-2. Fell behind him. Now I got 3-2. Can't do this to Otani, man.
No. Yeah, that was a perfect pitch. Perfect pitch.
Man, dude, Murphy is
96
blowing
up
some
paint.
chatter tonight.
Yeah, that's the perfect spot. That's where you get him right there. Bang.
Right at the top of the zone.
My back
You know,
hurts.
they've
watching
kept
him.
themselves in this game, man, and you got to give them credit for keeping themselves in this game. You know, you got to find out how to win these games though, late at home especially.
Give Bayo credit. I mean, it looked like he was not long for this game. Made it to the 6th. I know you'd like him to go longer, but he battled when it looked like he was kind of cooked in the 3rd.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier, Jared. You got to give him a really hand of credit right here because, I mean, he really had nothing tonight. He really didn't have anything as far as his sinker or his sweeper. His changeup was all right tonight, and he threw that early in the ball game. But for me, that shows me something. When you don't have anything out there and you can go out there and keep your team a chance to win the ball game.
Look at Murph.
All right, we'll be right back. Look at that, Johnny Gomes throwing out the first pitch. Love it. How did he
Talk
do?
about
I
a great
didn't
teammate.
actually see him throw it out.
It's a bad one. I'm going to FaceTime him right now, and I'm going to ask him what was the thought process there. Let's see.
I mean, wasn't the thought process just to get it over the plate? Throw a
Yeah, he
strike?
failed. All right, I got
hope
the
he's not
FaceTime
hammered.
cooking live. Yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah, we got a delay on this or no?
Yeah, Johnny Gomes, man, he's the one guy that I wish I would have had a chance to play with.
Why is that?
Here he is. We're live on TV, by the way, so don't say anything crazy. We just showed your first pitch. Didn't look as good as, maybe some other guys that have thrown out first pitches. We missed wide right. What was your thought process?
Well, my thought process is an absolute honor to throw out the first.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, so we can start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And we did it for a great cause of running the 5K tomorrow for raising
Yeah.
face. So when you're judging up, down, in, and out, that kind of makes you seem like a dork. I mean, we're literally judging first pitches, so that makes me want to judge your hair gel.
Hey, tell him I need a pair of those boots, man.
Tell him what Pap said.
We got, what did you say, Pap?
I need a pair of them boots. Who made them boots?
Pap said he wants a pair of them boots. He just, look at it, he's showing them. Those are show boots.
I love it. So, Jared Carrabba's in the house, everybody.
Yeah, that's me. We'll have to get you to call into one of these sooner or later.
Just get your ratings up and I'll come on.
But by you coming on, our ratings would go up.
You're supposed to help our ratings. Yeah, we'll have you on Monday.
Single-handedly ratings booster.
All right, done deal. It's Johnny Gomes, everybody. Later. He's taking his shirt off. Johnny Gomes.
Pretty cool guy right there, man. I wish I would have had a chance to play with him. Great competitor, though, man. Played against him in Tampa Bay, and I tell you what, man, every at-bat against him is a grind.
Yeah.
So, Pap, you're World Series champ. Gomes was a World Series champ. Millar was on here, World Series champ in 04. This is the rematch of the 2018 World Series. Take yourself out of it. Which World Series do you think was the best in terms of the team and the situation? And obviously the outcome is all the same. But which one do you think is the most special?
Man, the 04 team's probably going to hate me, but, man, the Boston Marathon and what happened, I think the connection with the city and them winning it that year, it was like fate. It was like destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I was like locked in and glued in, even though I wish I would have been playing against them when I was in Philly. But just to me, the meaningfulness of it just meant so much. So I think that was the best one, but the 04 one is hard to beat too, man.
Yeah. Well, the 04 had been such a long time coming. Obviously, I know you appreciate.
I will say this, though. Our 07 team was by far the most talented and best team.
Okay. We're going to have Jared's thoughts when we come back. Doc, going out there, of course. That man still has not paid for anything in Boston since 04.
Nor should he.
Jared weighs in on which one of the four is the best. We'll be right back. it's not fair to say which is the best because there's different categories, I'm sure. But what is the one that was the most meaningful to you of the 4? 4, 7, 13, or 18?
Oh God, I can't. Like it's like 4 kids. Like you can't be like, this is my
Don't act
favorite
like
kid.
you don't have a favorite kid. Ask Pap. He has 3. He's got a favorite.
So like they're all sentimental to me for different reasons. Like 04, you're breaking the curse. It's the comeback against the Yankees. Like that team
Unlikely. That was a huge comeback. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yes, and that it's hard not to pick 04. 13, I was there for the clincher with my mom. Like that was so cool. In 18, being there for pretty much all of the postseason games, and then being there at the clincher in LA.
And then
being in the parade.
Okay.
07, I was there for the Manny, the walk-off one. I was there for that one. And then I was at game 1 in 07. Beckett went, what did you go, like 7, whatever, punched out 13. So I don't know, like all of them I feel like a special connection to. Like, I don't know, it depends. Like the most talented team, I know Pap said 07, but 18 has to be the most talented team. Like they won more games than any other team in franchise history.
I thought if you take those 2 teams head up.
Yeah, but 18, that was a cakewalk. Like that was the easiest postseason run of all time. It was.
John Lester was our number 5, by the way. Let me say that.
Yeah, but ALCS, you go to 7 games, and I know the World Series was a sweep. But yeah, the ALCS was tough. Like the 18 team had no tough opponents in the postseason. It was a gentleman's sweep in every series. Like they just they gave you a little bit of hope. They let you win 1 game, and that was it. They snuffed everybody out.
All right, you're born and raised in New England.
Yep.
Born and raised here. What do you think? I'm going to have you put on the fan base cap. Which one meant more to the city? 04 because it broke the curse? Or 13 because of what happened in the city at that time? Hey, listen, this is where I shine. The tough questions, Carabas.
It's 1A and 1B.
Nope.
It is.
You can't 1A, 1B me.
Like the breaking the curse, the 86-year World Series drought. Like, you hear all the stories. Like there was Red Sox balloons and hats in graveyards because there were grandparents and parents that never got to see the Red Sox win a World Series. And is that a Connor Wong? I thought, NESN cameraman in my office tomorrow. That's crazy what you just did.
All right, we welcome you back in. Some defensive changes for the Red Sox. Pap, let me ask you this, because you said that the 2007 team was the most talented. Jared Carrabis probably begs to differ. He said 2018. Head-to-head, those two teams, why is 7 going to beat 18?
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at the rosters, and I mean, who was the 18 fifth starter?
You don't need a fifth starter in a best-of-7 series.
Fourth starter.
Price, Sale, Porcello, and who am I missing? Oh, Eddie.
Okay.
Eddie.
So John Lester's beating Porcello and Eddie. And
John Lester's not hitting. And John Lester didn't even pitch a full year that year.
Pedroia's a wash. Poppy's a wash. Left field, Manny Ramirez. Who was the left fielder?
It was Benintendi. Benintendi, Mookie, and Jackie. One of the best Red Sox outfields of all time. Oh, another pitching change. Great.
All night long here.
Crazy.
All right, Shohei Ohtani at the plate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're bringing Casey back in. We want to say good luck to you, my dear. You did such a great job covering the festivities for the Run to Home Base event, but you're running the race tomorrow, so we want to say good luck. Casey, hydrate, eat a banana, and get some sleep.
Thank you guys so much. I'm really excited about it. So let's see if I can keep up with TC. I think he said he's doing the 5K.
Actually, Casey, chug a beer right before you do it. You'll feel a whole lot better.
Chug a beer. Wow.
I'll do it just for you.
Yeah, do it for me, because I'll never. You are my human representation, because I'll never be able to do it.
I will be your legs. I will make sure that I make Pat proud. Maybe the beer at the finish line, honestly.
Here's a funny story about a professional athlete in New England that. Never mind.
Shit.
Whoops.
Oh no.
Teoscar's back apparently, 5-2. He did a race from Boston to Rhode Island. It was a 100-mile bike race. 100 miles on a bicicleta, and was like crushing beers the night before. And he did a really, really, really good job. So those professional athletes, that's how they roll.
Have you ever worked out with a really bad hangover, though? You feel invincible.
No, you would assume I work out. No, I've never worked out with a hangover, because I don't work out.
You all look super fit. We got to ask Jared, with his programming, but I feel like you feel invincible with a massive hangover. It's the end of it where you're just like, how in the world? And then you're just crashed for a week after.
Well, Jared tapped out because it's now 5-2 LA over the Red Sox.
I believe that's only the second earned run he's allowed since coming over from the Twins.
Yeah, he's actually pitched really well. You know, this is a good pitch against a good hitter, man.
All right, Casey, we'll say goodnight. Good luck.
Good night, guys.
Run
Next
fast.
week.
Thank you.
Good
Bye.
luck, Casey.
Man, that's just a good piece of hitting right there, y'all.
Good hitter. Could have been a Red Sox.
Good have.
He really wanted to go back to LA, though. He did. He wanted to go back to LA. What do you mean? Okay. Listen, you're not the only one that talks to these players and has them on speed dial.
I definitely agree with Alana there.
That's fine. I mean, don't side-eye me, Alana. Huh?
Still a 3-run ball game.
Yeah, that's not good, though.
Not good, no.
That was a killer. That was a vibe
Take a
killer.
guess as to when Teoscar's last home run was.
June 3rd.
No, later than that.
June 15th.
Later.
June 20th.
21st.
Oof.
Nailed it. Yeah, that home run sucked all the energy out of the room, I'll be honest. That sucks. Not pumped.
Got to stop the bleeding here somehow, though.
All right, how do you do it, Pap?
Well, you got to start trading outs for anything, even if it's a run. You got to start focusing on one out at a time, and making sure you get lead runners, especially. Try to limit the damage of how many cross the plate by getting lead runners.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing, too, is the Red Sox offense has been a dud since coming back from the All-Star break. Like, they have not scored runs at all. Huh?
Same as LA.
Yeah. Well, not tonight.
Well, it's one swing of the bat, really, that's made the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for active players that are headed to the Hall of Fame, we didn't mention Chapman. Chapman going?
Chapman has to get more saves.
And he won't.
Yeah, you know, I think for him in this part of his career, you know, he's kind of succumbed to let's pitch in the 7th or 8th because it's a high leverage inning. He succumbed to that and sacrificed his saves. You know, he's not even on the top 10 in the saves list, which will hurt him. And it's hard, man. It's hard to make it as a closer. It just is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other thing, too, is by the time he's eligible and on the ballot for 10 years, if he has the percentages to stay on, the younger the voters get, I think the better odds relievers will have to get into the Hall of Fame because they'll be looking at numbers other than just save total to be like, this guy was a good reliever. But then that kind of opens up the door to like, all right, well, look at all these other relievers that aren't Hall of Famers that should be Hall of Famers but didn't get in because they weren't considered because of their save totals.
Pap, did you think that Billy Wagner was going to get in?
Man, I was afraid he wasn't, actually.
Do you think he's deserving?
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Former
100%
teammate.
deserving. Yeah, former teammate. Great teammate. Great. Does it get him? No.
Yep.
Oh!
What kind of roll was that?
Got him. Connor Wong showing a little bit of defensive efficiency there.
You know, look at that. He was dead to rights.
Yeah, they look at just about everything now. Not challenging.
Yeah, what are we talking
he's out.
about?
He's super out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super out.
Huge out. Big out.
Super duper out.
Sir, that was a strike.
Wasn't this Wagner's last year on the ballot?
It was either the 9th or the 10th, yeah.
Pretty sure it was his last year.
Yeah, he's very deserving. But, like, I think once... Oh, got a guy. Okay, got 3 guys. Alrighty. Oh, that was my crowning achievement.
Your crowning achievement when you were on the duck boat?
Yep.
Super excited about it, huh?
Best day of my life.
Really?
Nothing will ever top it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing?
The birth of a child, wedding day, big raise. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Okay.
Is that wrong?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Vesia on to pitch the 8th.
Thank you, Pat.
Watch him pitch.
See, you can get saves after you retire. Thank you, Pat.
He tweaks a lot. He's like constantly like twitching, Alex Vesia does.
Maybe too much coffee.
He kind of became like a cultural icon in LA after the World Series, huh?
No.
Good for him.
If they're going to do anything, they're going to have to do it right here, right now in this inning. At least scratch away at least 1 or 2 runs.
You guys
here
could
to
say
give
you got to get
themselves
at least
a
one, right? I mean, 2 would be great, but you got to get at least 1.
Yeah, and this is the time of the lineup where they have a chance to do it with Duran and Bregman coming up.
Personally, I'd love 4. That'd be
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be great.
It'd be really great.
Yeah, I'd love that a lot. Pap, you think Duran's here on August 1st?
Do I think he's here? I do, but I say that with about 80% sincerity.
Okay.
Look, because and Alcantara comes in the situation. The kid from Minnesota, I forget his name.
Joe Ryan.
Ryan. One of those guys come into play, and they want Duran. It's going to be hard for them to say no.
Yeah.
But to our point earlier, what we were talking about, if Marcelo Meyer's on the AL for longer than we hope, then they're not going to have a surplus of outfielders, right? So a lot depends on how long he's out with this wrist situation?
Depends on if you view Yoshida as an outfielder or not, which you shouldn't, but it depends on if you do.
Well, you could play him in just about emergencies only, I would say. But you know Marcelo Meyer is going to come back. He's going to come back in some sort of fashion. We just don't know how long. So I think that they're going to make their decisions based on him coming back, yes.
Well, if that's the case, then they will probably get rid of an outfielder.
Could happen.
That's what I'm saying. And it always does. It's going to come down to the last few hours of the deadline. And, it's going to come down to one team thinking that they're going to get the trade or the better end of the trade that they think. And that they're going to benefit the most.
What would absolutely shock you in terms of what could the Red Sox do that would blow your mind?
Get rid of pitching. Like, get rid of an Aroldis Chapman or somebody like that. Like, that to me would blow my mind, because then you're essentially saying, yeah, we don't have any back end. We're not worried about the back end, when that's the most important thing going into a postseason or having a postseason team.
What about you, Jared? What's something that would blow your mind in a positive way?
If they traded for Shohei Ohtani, I'd be pretty surprised if that happened. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's not I don't have super high expectations for this deadline. I don't think that they'll stand pat. I know that Jeff Passan had the article on Wednesday that came out about potentially standing pat, and he's the baseball writer that I trust the most. So it was a little unsettling that he kind of alluded to the Red Sox maybe standing pat.
So you are planning on taking a mental health day off the grid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at least building it into my plans so that it's there.
What about if they traded Bregman? Would that blow your mind?
They're not gonna.
It would, but they can't do that. They can't do that. Yeah, that would be a complete punt move, and they're not in a punt position. But I mean, if it weren't for that 10-game winning streak, we'd probably be sitting here talking about that being a possibility. I still don't think that even if they were out of it, I still don't think that they would do it. but we would be having a more realistic conversation about it for sure. Yeah, they're in an interesting spot where, to Pap's point, there are starting pitching options out there. But here's the thing that you have to keep in mind. If the Red Sox are subscribing to my line of thinking of don't go for rentals and you're going for the cost-controlled guys, then the premium that you're going to pay at the deadline is more than if you would just wait till the offseason to go get those guys. So who knows? Maybe the offseason for the Red Sox trade-wise is more interesting than the actual trade deadline this year.
And there lies where you're talking about the business side of it, Jared. That's, where Sam and Breslow and everybody's talking. Is it cost effective, right? Is it going to be cost effective for our team and our franchise? And trade deadline moves normally are never cost effective.
Down to the final 3 outs, kids. All right, we welcome you back. Red Sox are running out of time. We've got to chip away here. They are down by 3, and you're in the top of the 9th. Hassan Kim up for the Los Angeles Dodgers. By the way, you guys, Blue Jays win again. They're 62-42, Pap. I don't know where the heck this Blue Jays team came from.
Best record in Major League Baseball, Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay, sure.
As of tonight.
Okay, well, that's even worse for the Red Sox. So good for the Blue Jays, of course. But via the wild card, that's how those teams get into the postseason, it appears. But they got to get things going here against the Dodgers before time is out.
Well, I tell you what, Alana, man, everybody knows their role in that clubhouse with the Blue Jays. They've got bona fide stud and Vladimir Guerrero. Their pitching has come along. Barrios has been nasty. I think he pitched tonight, right?
Barrios? I don't have to look.
And look, I had them I was in their clubhouse, talking to a few of their players, man. They've got a good clubhouse, vibe going on. You could tell when you walk into a clubhouse, and there's a certain feel to it, and they've got it, man.
I think it definitely helps when you have talent. Like, this is a team that's either been to the postseason or flirted with getting into the postseason for 4 years now consecutively. And then you come into this year, and I think a lot of people were down on the Blue Jays. And does that not benefit you as a team when it's like, hey, no one believes in us? Like, we don't really have expectations. We know we're talented. We can go out there and do what we've been doing. And it's catapulted them to the best record in baseball.
I don't know. There's some players that I've played with that and be like, oh, we suck, and let's just go out here. We just show up and play. Like, it can go both ways. It definitely can. But their culture in their clubhouse is pretty good, man. I've been in there a few times now this year, and just talking with Vladdy and DeMarlo and some of the guys that I know in there, and they've got a good group of guys that play well together, and they got ball players that play together. And in the big leagues, when that happens, you can win a lot of games.
Barrios picked up the win. He went 6 innings tonight, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 Ks. He had 1 home run, but he's 7-4 on the year. This is a team in the Blue Jays, guys, that I think that their offense finally caught up to the pitching.
They're just a good team. I mean, they made some additions in the offseason. Obviously, they paid Vladdy. They were kind of like if they weren't able to lock up Vladdy, people were looking at him as the guy that would have been the biggest name moved at this deadline. And now they have the best record in baseball, and he's going nowhere. They were very, very, very close to their window being completely closed. And to go from that to where they are right now, that's got to be, what a roller coaster of emotions it must be for Blue Jays fans.
Yeah, but, at the same time, are we about to make a pitching change?
It looks like it, Pat.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Bernardino, poor guy.
Again.
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 Gonna bring in Bernardino to face Ohtani.
Bring him in, Bernie.
Poor bastard. All right, we welcome you back. Top of the 9th, another pitching change. 1 out here. The Red Sox down 5-2 to the Los Angeles Dodgers, trying to get something going here. Of course, trying to shut down the Los Angeles offense so they don't tack on any more runs. Hopefully there's some good news for the Red Sox bullpen coming back. Justin was out there throwing on flat ground today. Not back in the bullpen yet, but still working his way back. This guy's arm is going to fall off.
Yeah, how about a shout out for Brendan Bernardino for pitching in every single game. They've played over 100 games this year. He's pitched in 99 of them. He's been the unsung hero of the Red Sox bullpen.
No doubt.
This year.
Yeah, no question about it. Like this, and how far they go will determine on how far Bernardino goes, because he's been such an integral part of their bullpen this year that, you can't afford to lose him. He's one of these guys that you can't afford to lose from here on out. And so you got to start taking care of him at some point.
I know it's an odd night to say this, but Craig Breslow deserves a lot of credit for Alcala. To take a dude that had almost a 9 ERA with a team and throw him in your bullpen and give him opportunities like that, Tonight was only the second earned run that he's allowed since he's been here.
By the way, that ends, unless he gets another at bat, which is doubtful. That
the home run
ends
streak.
Shohei Ohtani's games with a home run. He went 5 straight games with a home run. Obviously, the major league record is 8 games consecutively. If that is in fact his last game, his streak, or his last at bat rather, his streak ends at 5.
Hate to see it. What is it? It's Griffey,
Mattingly,
and some other guy that I can't remember. John something? Lenny DiNardo knows. He quizzed me on this before the game, and I was like, I would have got the first
We'll just
two.
go with John Smith.
Yeah. It's John something, maybe? I don't know. Dale Long.
Otherwise known as Dale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Old Dale now.
Imagine hitting a home run in 8 straight big league ball games. You must be like, this is super. Everyone talks about how hard the game is. This is super easy.
Call that.
Yeah, it's been a tough night back there at times.
Man. All right, great job.
Boy. Okay.
All right, gotta go get some
Day
runs.
3.
All right, here we go. Not much else to happen except start scoring some runs. The Red Sox down 5-2 in this one, bottom of the 9th. Brian Bayo kept him in the game. Alex Brogan, you can see what he did there. But this is the situation, Pap. They got to get things going, and they got to make it happen quickly.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to piece some at-bats together. You know, this is not a situation where, you know, one guy could come up and hit a 3-run bomb. You know, you got to keep the first guy on. You got to play station to station to baseball. No sense in trying to steal bags here. You got to focus on trying to get the tying run to the plate.
I love Ben Kasparius, by the way.
He is a beast, but here's the thing I noticed about him. Obviously, he started in their starting rotation, and then he's been moved to the bullpen. He had some success early on in relief, but he has, again, like everybody has ups and downs, but he has struggled as of late in the pen. And this is a Dodgers bullpen, much like the Red Sox, that could certainly use some reinforcements.
For sure. Yeah, they've been reeling pretty much all year. They've needed some help. Tanner Scott, who is
on the
a very
IL.
highly sought-after reliever this
Got Blake
offseason.
Trinan still on the IL.
Yep.
Evan Phillips is out for the year. Kirby Yates is not pitching well.
Yeah. For a team that has an embarrassment of riches and seemingly endless pockets, they've surely had their issues this year.
Mm-hmm.
Still in first place. Must be nice.
And they did the same thing last year. You know, they used a ton of pitching.
Yeah.
Kike Hernandez has pitched quite a bit this year. Even in wins, Kike has pitched.
Yeah. TS10.
There it is.
Attaboy. That's 2.
That's how you get it started.
That's 2. Okay. Uh-oh. That's big.
I mean, the Red Sox have got everything over there in their dugout. I mean, they're twisting titties, they're milking cows. Like, what are they doing over there?
Crochet does the fake makeout. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, yeah, he does that. Yeah, he turns around and
makes out with himself?
Yeah.
What a strange, like, Jekyll and Hyde personality he has, right? Like when he's on the, remember he threw the complete game shutout and he's just like, do-do-do, and he's like, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then when he's not pitching, he's a good time.
Very Pedro-esque. He was like that.
Yeah, those starting pitchers, Alana, some of them, like, in between their starts, man, they, like, lose their minds, dude. and you can't even, like, be around them because it's like they don't know what to do with themselves almost.
I think, does Ben have a Boston tie?
Just various? I don't know.
We got to look that up.
Let me see. I'll look it up.
I feel like he's got a Boston tie.
Come on, Yosh. You got to stay in the at-bat now. Have a productive at-bat now. Don't give it away, Yosh. You got Cedon protecting you, kid.
Where is he from?
He is from
Connecticut. Yeah.
He's from Westport, Connecticut.
I think he grew up a Red Sox fan.
He went to Staples High School, then went to UConn, and then he went to North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
Yeah, he grew up a fan of Cinco Ocho.
Did he?
He probably could have.
Yeah.
That's probably correct.
He's only 26.
Okay, keep battling, Yosh. Keep battling, kid. Don't give this at-bat away.
See, stuff like that matters. Big moment. You grew up a Red Sox fan. You're pitching at Fenway. Crowds on their feet. It's the 9th inning. It's a save
How
situation.
do you know he grew up as a Red Sox fan? He's from Connecticut. He could have been a Yankee fan.
We've talked.
Oh, okay. But you didn't know where he was from?
I knew that there was a Red Sox tie.
Okay.
Well, all right. Let's see what happens here then.
Let's see.
Okay, Yoshi's putting together that bat. This is what you got to do, Yosh. You got Cedon behind you now. Remember this.
I remember Sean Newcomb when he was with the Braves, first time pitching at Fenway. He was a little rattled. Like, it's just different.
Okay, he's going to beat this out.
Oh, he's like the wind.
Man. I thought Yoshi was going to have this one.
Yeah, he's got wheels on him. He's the fastest guy alive.
Did you say live?
He's the fastest guy alive.
Oh, I thought you said he's a fast guy live.
No.
Versus a video game.
Not tonight, folks. Not tonight.
Oh, hang on, Pap. There's only 2 out. Come on. Don't give up yet.
No, I was saying not tonight on that swing. Not that.
His
I
boy.
thought he was going to go deep.
Oh.
His MVP.
My bad. I apologize. I misunderstood.
Cedon.
Man, not tonight, Cedon.
All right, Romy. Romy against a righty. Romy will hit some of the longest BP homers. He's a strong boy.
Yeah, he's sneaky strong.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, time runs on.
Take one for the team. Here we go.
Time run. Here we go.
Obviously, he's not trying to hit him there and put the tying run on.
No.
No.
No, he ain't trying to do
Okay, ref.
Robert Refsnyder.
Keep it going, ref.
that. Again, it's like you got your lefty mashers up there against a righty. Tried to spin one, tripped.
All right, Ref Snyder, let's go. You don't have to hit a home run. You just got to keep the line moving.
He does hit it. Hit the home run. Yeah, of course. Now they're gonna get the lefty hot after all the lefty slayers are used.
Yeah.
Just don't throw a hanging slider here, please.
Okay.
Or throw a hanging slider.
Keep it going. Narvaez pinch hit home run to win it.
Think so? Wouldn't that be great?
Keep the line moving, Ref Snyder. Okay. Okay. Keep the line moving, kid.
Connor Wong, you are insane if you think you're getting an at bat. The game on the line. Give me a break.
Wouldn't that be a moment for him, though? My goodness. Oh.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, yes, I know he's not going to get the chance, but.
Oh, man. He better not.
Would you revolt?
Yes.
Keep the line moving, ref.
That's it. Don't be nasty.
All right.
This is a very anticlimactic ending, too. Yeah.
Teoscar Hernandez, the hero of this one, a 3-run shot. It's the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, that's a tough loss for the Sox, but they can still win it. They can still win the series, and a hell of a pitching matchup tomorrow.
Crochet and Kirsch.
Correct. 2 future Hall of Famers.
One we know for sure. One Jared is putting in the universe. There's the man, Kirsch, going up against Garrett Crochet tomorrow. Yep, 5-2. Look at that. No errors on either side. 6 left on base for both teams. Dodgers out hitting the Red Sox by double digits there, 5-10, if you will. There you have it, guys. Thanks for being with us on Unobstructed Views, brought to you by Blue Moon and Jordan's Furniture. For Jared Carabas, Alana Rizzo, Jonathan Papelbon, our entire crew, we will see you on Monday. Good night, all.